Hey, we're officially live. Everyone can see us and hear us now. Let's hope they can hear us and see us now. Everyone test your mics. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. No, I'm kidding. We act that.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, we
That's
act
old. That's like season 5 stuff.
That's so old school. That's, you know. Hey,
so old.
chat.
Retro.
Let us know if everyone's coming through loud and clear. You can see us. No one's frozen, muted, anything messed up like that. If it is, we'll try to get that fixed right away because sometimes little glitches happen along the way. Yeah, this is our, well, it was our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay, but we had a bunch of dropped weeks because some of our players had events going on, plays, acting. We've had some film work on my end. We did Gen Con recently, so we were away with Syrinscape, running the Syrinscape booth for a while there, but we are officially back and back at it. If anyone remembers where we left off, we were doing a series of kind of like one-shots or mini campaigns for the characters, and they ended up in Vegas and some things happened. That's where we're continuing on from. We're going to allow the team to hopefully clear their name. We'll see what happens, but before we get into that and I give you a little recap and all that good stuff, let's first do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself, let people know where they can find you online, and introduce your character. Ellen, start it off.
I am Ellen. I'm a kind of dabbler in all arts about town. You can find me doing acting, playwriting. You can find my drag king, F-Boy George, around. He has his own Instagram. So if you want to follow him, it's F-Boy George 69. Sorry, F-Boy George 69. I saw a joke and I went for it. Yes, you can follow me there. You can also follow me on Insta at EllieBean96. That's my old roller derby name. And if we're bothering with Twitter, you can follow me at Ellen K. Graham 1. But I don't know what's happening. I don't know what life is or what we're doing apart from playing Cyberpunk Red right now. And mainly follow the TTRPG stuff I do with Roll to Cast. That's ROLE. It's an any winning variety TTRPG podcast. Each season is a different game system. We've done Cyberpunk, we've done Vampire, Pulp Cthulhu, Kids on Bikes, you name it, we've probably done it. There are 9 seasons, and the latest season, Die, is the one I am GMing. It's super cool. We've got guest stars Lou Boffin and a local talent, Max Garcia Underwood. It's really, really cool. It's one of my favorite stories to date. So check that out, subscribe, rate and review, because I feel like we got heaps of fans of Rollcast in here, but like, review it, say you like it, you know, because we crave validation. It makes us happy. It's what we get up in the morning for, just to see your little 5-star review and saying that you think that we did a good job. Also, head to our Discord because we're asking our fans if they would like us to ask creator of Die, Kieran Gillen, any questions, because we're about to interview him tonight. So head to the Rollcast Discord, send us those questions, and we will ask Kieran for you. It's kind of like, you know, when you ask your parents something, but you got to go through a different parent, you know? It's like, you can't just ask me, you have to ask your mum to then ask dad, or ask your dad to ask mum. That's what we're doing here.
Whoa, Ellen, you're not my real dad. Okay.
Nah, I'm Steve. The ultimate stepdad name. Anyway, all that said and done, I am playing Alley Katz, the rocker of your dreams, who hopefully can escape Las Vegas with her reputation intact.
We'll see. No promises. No promises. All right, Rockette.
I make promises every day.
Intact for now until the next time.
Yeah.
But yes, hello everyone. I am, as always, Rockette Fox, your second favorite person, and I do have a lap full of kitten right now.
Kitty.
So that's my main thing going on. But aside from that, you can catch me over on Cybernation Uncensored the first and third Sundays of the month, where I am playing right now Minecraft. Still there, still dying a lot, still getting lost everywhere. But on the last Tuesday of the month, I'm also doing the monthly Strange, where I'm bringing you all of the weirdest stuff, news-wise, science. We covered a mullet competition. That was fun. And then soon we are going to be coming back over on Trooper SJP's channel for the Season 3 return of Traveler Pirates of Drinax. There's clones involved. It's a lot. There are things happening. But yeah, other than that, tonight, or this morning, wherever it is you are, I will be playing Hades, who is having a kitten literally attacking her arm right now.
Kitty.
Write that in.
And Phil.
Write that into the story.
Hello, I am Phil, or Scruff. That's me in chat there. Scruff. That is my Twitch account, obviously. So give me a follow. I do occasionally pop up on there and do a little bit of streaming myself. Just play whatever fun video games are out at the moment. Once every couple of weeks or less often, depending. But do give me a follow. I am also part of Roll2Cast, that's ROLE, with the lovely Ellen and crew. We also do have a YouTube channel where we play some one-shots. So I encourage you to go find our YouTube, follow us there. We've got a one-shot run by me coming up at the end of the month. Our patrons, they get to pick from the choices. Looks like they're going for Death in Space at the moment, but they can also choose Lancer or Monster of the Week. And then our top tier patrons, they have a chance to play alongside us as well for that one shot, which is really, really cool. That happened last time. Someone who's really, really into Mechton came and joined us to play, so that was awesome. So on that note, do support, if you can, obviously, any of your favorite creators. It is what keeps us going in this difficult time. So any little pledge on Patreon or coffee to your favorite creator, I encourage you to do that. But when I'm here, I play Bud, who's really getting into his holiday at the moment.
He is. He's on holiday. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, I did notice that the shirt is not the jacket, so that's on holiday.
Bud casual mode.
Yeah,
Still make a
casual
though.
Bud.
that's
This is
right.
hula Bud.
It's still Armor Jack. It's an Armor Jack Hawaiian shirt.
Oh my god.
You know they sell those.
Absolutely.
For sure, 100%.
We have
100%.
to now see that everything but everywhere after this is painted in a Hawaiian shirt pattern. But don't tell them.
Well, Meowdy, I am Brandon Perkins, also known as DM_Brando, which is my roller derby name. And
I would love that.
yeah, well, yeah. And I get to be a producer at Cybernation Uncensored, and I'm very happy about that, very proud of it. So I'd like to talk about that. And I'm talking about that right now. And one of the great things I get to produce there is The Last of Us 2D20, which is coming up this coming Monday, where we're doing episode 9, I think. And things are getting very interesting over there. I don't want to spoil anything for those who have not caught up, but it's getting interesting. That's all I can say. It's getting interesting, and I hope that interests you. So Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and I hope to see you there. It's going to be really, really epic time. It's an amazing cast. I'm so honored to get to be able to GM that game. And today, I am playing Rush, the Fixer, who is hoping to help fix this situation that we currently find ourselves in. But, if I don't, whatever. I'm about to become a dad. I got bigger things on my plate.
It's true.
So
We'll just skip
my
town,
God.
man. We'll just go back to Night City.
Yeah.
fine.
Are we gonna see like super tired Rush? Just like baby brain of just like
Yeah, he's got like
little bottle on him.
you've got
old
like
milk throw
baby
up on his
sick
shoulder.
on you.
Yeah.
Just
He's doing
like,
this and there's no baby. He's just like holding a bottle. And...
You've just got the oh my God.
That would be great.
Where are they?
I thought edge running was hard, but it's nothing. It's nothing. Babies are worse.
Oh, way worse.
I've got bad
Edge
news.
running.
It's twins.
Oh no.
You absolutely know that if Hades and Ali get the chance to babysit, they're
Oh, no.
100% gonna play dress up with your kids.
Yeah.
Oh no, that could end crazy.
Oh, that's
though.
gonna be the mildest thing that happens.
One
That's what I'm
hundo
thinking,
P.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That is definitely the
Probably
mildest.
take bets
Yeah.
on them.
And hey,
Oh.
I am the Game Master here. I'm Rob Mulligan, and I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Check out Cybernation Uncensored on Twitch and YouTube. We stream live on Twitch all the time, all kinds of shows and games and just all kinds of goodness. Definitely check that out. Sub and tune in. Almost every day we have a live stream. Well, once we fully get back into it, I know we've had some time off there too from everyone being busy. But we typically have a stream almost every day of the week. You can come hang out live, contribute ideas to chat, and catch a game or a show. All those VODs go over to YouTube, so make sure you sub on YouTube as well. Look up Cybernation Uncensored. We also have a really active Patreon. You can get into some gameplay. I have a monthly Cyberpunk Red gameplay where we raffle off 2 players get to play every month. That's coming up, I believe, next Wednesday. And yeah, pretty much just sub and follow to us anywhere you see social media. Would really appreciate that. We're putting out lots of content. We have lots of other GMs we'd like to promote in shows and stuff, and we need your support to do that. But before you give me support, any of our players here, any of that stuff, make sure first you show some love to Syrinscape. It's the reason we're here every week. It's an amazing tool for your gameplay. Whether you're a player or a game master, check it out. It's you can sign up, get a free trial. With the web browser version, it's so easy to rock sounds, share the link with your players. They hear everything you're triggering in your browser. They hear it in their browser. Syrinscape has like the official licenses for almost every game you can think of. If they don't, you'll find something that can work. Or you can create your own assets, drop in your own sounds and stuff like that as well, depending on which tier you sub to. But like I said, just go get a free trial and check it out. You can also watch our gameplay. We use Syrinscape every week here. I typically just have it randomizing in the background to set city sounds or different rooms and things. Sometimes we trigger individual sounds and stuff. It's a lot of fun. But subscribe and follow here on Twitch so you don't miss out on any of the live stuff, and go and subscribe to Syrinscape on YouTube. All the VODs are there. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, please comment. Let us know that you're as excited as us that we're back and finally back at playing some Cyberpunk Red. We'd love to hear from everyone on YouTube as well as Twitch. All right, so let's do a little mini recap. Everyone's kind of been doing these little improv one-shots where we just kind of loosely planned out our campaigns. Rush got to do a mobile night market that ended up in Vegas. We had some guests come in that Rush used to know, needed their help, kind of got the team. Basically, Ali and Hades were off doing their own thing, but they got the team, the remaining team, as well as Brock Smash, who was guesting from one of our Cybernation Uncensored campaigns with this character, get to come on Syrinscape as a nomad, but needed their help to basically erase some records in a server in this off-strip casino run by Bobby Bourbon. And they went in there. They got into the vault and everything, and then the team, the Friends of Rush that hired them to help, locked them in the vault, pretty much robbing the vault. Leaving them to kind of take the fall. The ish hit the fan, alarms going off, all that sort of stuff. When Ali got to show up with Cypherus to break them out. So yeah, there was a whole thing with that. Make sure you check out the previous VODs so you can get all the juicy details. I'm not going to cover everything, but yeah, Allie got them out with the help of Rush's wife. Unfortunately, she kind of took the fall for it. She's on cams. Everybody knows the team that she works with. So unfortunately, they did get out, and that's kind of cool. And they even got some fun news. Rush found out from Cyphers that she's pregnant with his son that's on the way. So that was some fun news. We'll be engaging in a one-shot that has to do with that in the near future, as well as some other things that we've discussed in previous Q&As. Again, check out all the VODs on the Syrinscape YouTube. But
wedding episode.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. There's a wedding episode coming, all kinds of stuff. But
yes.
But ultimately,
beach episode. This night we're running out of ideas.
Phil's already got there.
No,
I'm ready.
Yeah, no, we're doing some caps to the team. The team's made it all the way. Rush is already ranked 10, if you can believe it, a ranked 10 fixer. And the team's been through so much. You can check out the past couple years of VODs on the Syrinscape YouTube and understand that. So we're kind of putting these epic life path one-shots together for each of the characters, whether it's marriage or having a kid or opening an official open of their cafe, the 24-hour cafe in Night City that they're running. So all kinds of fun stuff coming. But they got out of this situation. They're out of the vault. We're gonna start pretty much where we left off. Slightly after the team got out super late. It was in the middle of the night. Chaos hitting the casino as the team escapes, gets out of there, took out some security. Bobby Bourbon running around crazy, missing all the chips. Obviously, they see evidence of Allie there. Allie knows that because the team got back to their hotel, crashed out. I know Bud's in vacation mode. Got to rest, maybe getting some HP back like we discussed. But you didn't get a lot of sleep. You woke up pretty early with all your agents going off, and that's how you caught word of Allie kind of taking the fall for this. It's hitting national news. You know, all of you are kind of getting up to that Rep 8, and people know you all over the place, especially Allie as a rocker. And Allie, you know, all this news is basically coming out saying that there's Alley Katz, infamous rocker, is wanted for questioning in Vegas. If you see them in Vegas, and it puts up pictures of her, including the current team that she's been known to work with, and you see images of Rush, Hades, Bud coming up. There's even one coming up of Night Shift, a Nomad, and it says possibly in Vegas, possibly Night City. Around either way, they're wanted for questioning in association with the robbing of an off-strip casino known as Heaven Can Wait, run by Bobby Bourbon. All kinds of stuff come out about it, even a little interview with Bobby Bourbon talking about Alley Katz. I was a fan and all this stuff, and I can't believe it. But that news is out. She's wanted for questioning, and it doesn't look good because all evidence is definitely pointing to Allie at this point. It's not like you can just go in and say, hey, we didn't do it. You know you need evidence. You need to kind of either get evidence to protect yourself, incriminate who did it, or which is Mercury Rising, played by our Juicy Garland from Cybernation Uncensored. If anybody's familiar with her characters, came in as Mercury Rising, who framed Rush and them with who was the Rocky, her Netrunner sidekick. But in the radio she said, hey, thanks for doing it, heading out, and basically locked you in there and took off. It's the very next morning. You all are waking up. You're in Allie's suite. Other than everyone being kind of groggy, tired, everyone's read different scream sheets, news on their individual agents, and now you're all finally gathering up together to discuss this. It's early morning. The only thing that's a little off is you notice Bud's kind of in vacation mode. He's obviously wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Very, very not Bud-like. But I'll let you all take it from here as I get some city sounds going in Syrinscape. Go for it.
Oh, wow. That is a very strong print, but...
Well,
Make up for all of those years of not wearing any prints.
you decided to knock it out.
You said I should loosen up, And also, look, we're all over the scream sheets. Maybe a little change of appearance might help us out.
Yeah.
Yeah, either no one's gonna recognize you, or else they're gonna have to put on sunglasses because that is loud.
Yeah, it's not
I feel like I could have gone louder.
I mean, that sounds like a challenge. I don't want to throw the gauntlet down. I'm not tanking, everything I've worked for thus far. I don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater, okay? I don't want to have to start from the ground up and create a new persona.
Don't say that in front of Rush.
Aren't
Oh. So oh god, it's just a figure of speech. You know that. You know that. I'm not usually a fan of babies, Rush, but your baby, I'm sure will be very cool.
Hey, some of the comments on these on these articles are saying you're a badass for this, and maybe your reputation, you know, it's a net positive.
I mean, a few people thinking. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm always badass. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
whatever I do, it's gonna be hot as. But like, there's gonna be actual people after me, and if they want to lay down some money on this, you know, kind of negates the cool fan perception of me.
Yeah. Well, you
Can
have
I-
any? You
Oh,
guys.
sorry. I was just gonna ask Rob, what is the, like, speaking of that, what is the kind of vibe? Like, what's the ratio of people, you know, thinking this is cool? Are there any, like, conspiracy theories, like, fans have going?
No,
like,
it's
what's the spin on it currently?
yeah. Currently, there's not much of a spin at all. It's pretty dry and to the point that you're wanted for questioning. It seems like you've robbed this casino with your Edgerunner team from Night City. Yeah, some of your fans have caught wind of it already this morning, and you know, posting on your page, and like some are doubting that you would do something like that. Some are saying, oh, maybe she did do it and just getting some new brain dances going. I'll buy it. You know, like, fans don't seem to be that shook by it. But again, you
Yeah.
haven't been in for questioning. No official charges have been dropped, which you can assume could probably happen based on the current evidence, which is everything pointing that you've done this. It appears Mercury Rising has gotten away with it at this point, and you're in trouble. You know, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, your buddy Mercury's not in any of these articles.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
did we?
I don't see Mercury in anything, and quite frankly, I'm a little peeved about this whole situation, and I'm sorry for getting y'all into this.
Don't be
Well-
sorry, but maybe we could get even.
Yeah. Well, at
If
least
you're
you know.
pissed.
Are you saying we need an alibi?
Oh, see?
Look, I gotta start the dad jokes at
Already
some
turning
point.
into a dad. See, I
was
knew
gonna
it.
say
Happening
it's
before our
not,
eyes.
It's not taking long.
He's already a
Did we
rank
check
4
in?
dad. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, the
Did we check
Cyberpunk
in here
had
under
a-
our own names? That's question number one.
Oh yeah, this was under Alley. If we remember, it was comped and everything. You guys are in a penthouse suite.
we gotta go.
This stuff just came out.
We should be here.
Yeah, we should
Here.
probably not be in this hotel. There'll probably
Yeah,
be the NVPD will probably LVPD. This isn't Fallout. The LVPD will be here pretty shortly. I imagine.
Let's grab our crap and I don't know, find
Okay.
a.
I'm ready.
Oh god, I forgot you travel so light. Okay, I'm gonna be like at least 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'd like to, completely change up my tech hair and my, my LED clothing, just to be like, I don't know, maybe like athleisure or something, like, and maybe instead of like colorful hair, Ali's just gonna go for like brunette and just like something a bit more unassuming, and just be like, okay, all right, everyone, we're going. We're gonna fly low. Let's find some crappy, out-of-the-way cafe, diner sitch, and let's reconvene and chat.
All right, seeing as I'm ready, I'm gonna go keep an eye on the lobby. Okay, keep your comms on.
Yeah, cool. All right.
You might need to ditch out through the back, through the kitchens or something.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they're not already totally blocking off the lower levels.
Yeah, while we'll say Allie, Hades, and Rush gathering their things, Bud's already ready, heading down to the lobby. Bud, why don't you give me a perception, just for looking out and being in the lobby, see what degree of stuff you're seeing. It's an active morning, like Vegas is, almost like this 24 hours. But at that moment, too, when Bud leaves, Rush, your agent goes off, just ding, 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 and you're getting a call from a past contact that you haven't really tapped into this contact in a long time. But it's a fellow Edgerunner. He runs out of Vegas, called Sean Ryan. He's a media. That he's a higher ranked media. He's up to about rank 8 by now, and that he founded. That you've worked with him in the past. He's helped kind of put out different articles and things for companies that you've worked with. You've been able to kind of connect him with different things. But since then, he's founded the Independent Press Syndicate, which is a whole syndicate of different independent press entities that don't take payola, they don't do advertising, they don't lean into lobbying or anything. They're kind of known for just straight stories. He's an ex-Navy SEAL, ex-CIA. He's worked in military facets in the past. He's pretty straightforward. Not that you didn't think Mercury Rising was straightforward, but, here's another old contact calling you up, as described. Your agent's going off.
All right. Sorry, it's my agent? I thought it was coming through, Bud.
No, your
Okay.
agent, Rush.
All right.
Sorry. Maybe I said Bud by mistake, but Rush, yeah.
All right. All right. Hello.
Rush. It's Sean Ryan.
Hey. Long time. Hey, we're in a bit of a situation right now. So forgive me if I'm not my usual jovial self. What's going on, Sean?
Well, why don't you tell me, buddy? I didn't even know you were in Vegas till I wake up with all this press coming out. Seeing my old buddy apparently associated with Rocker Alley Cats robbing a local casino or something. Doesn't sound very Rush-like. I figured I'd hit you up, see what the frack's going on.
Yeah, well, the situation is pretty messy, that's for sure. I mean, we just got here and already we're in trouble. So, Mercury?
Not familiar. What's Mercury?
No, Mercury Rising?
Oh,
That
the
name's
performer. Yeah, I'm familiar. She's a Vegas performer, yeah.
Yeah. Well, she called me up looking for a favor to help her scrub some information on some of the people she works with, and has some people that work for her. And so that's what we were trying to help do. Turns out she was pulling a heist, and we were left holding the bag. So.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that all press is picking this up. It's not looking good for your team. I'll be honest. You are definitely going to need to counter this, and I can help you do that if you need it. Look, I can't hit the streets or engage with you. I've got my own things happening. But why don't you meet me over here at Chips and Dips, and we'll talk a little bit of shop, and I'll kind of point you in the right direction, and let's get you out of this situation.
Hey, Sean, I welcome it. Thank you so much. Chips and Dips, right?
Yep, I'll hit your
Okay.
agent right now.
All right, thank you.
He hangs up instantly. You're getting an address, not too far off the main strip.
All right, not far off the main strip, place called Chips and Dips. I got a media friend, hopefully a better friend than Mercury Rising was, but this is probably our best shot at doing something to spin this in a new way or fix this situation.
There's always a story, right? We just need to see
Yeah.
if people buy it.
Well,
all
if
right,
anybody can
unpacked.
sell it, Sean.
And Bud, you're seeing down at the lobby during this phone call and such. You've made your way down there. It's an active morning. Everyone's coming and going, as always in this hotel and on the strip. But you are noticing over by the front desk a couple Vegas PD. It looks like they're talking with the door security. They're talking to the girl behind the counter. You don't see any management in sight. It looks like they're standing there just chatting with the normal employees. But there's definitely PD down there. Yeah.
There's a couple of beat cops down here at the moment. Looks like they're keeping it low key. Can't really see out onto the street from here, but yeah, they're definitely making some inquiries.
A back door?
Yeah.
Might have to.
How about
Plus.
a balcony?
You first.
Yeah. Yeah. Would
Not
we know
from the
if there's
penthouse.
would we know if there's any like different exits or entrances?
Oh yeah. There's a back entrance that kind of goes out through the back workings of the hotel storage. There's a back mail room. There's sort of restaurant lobby area.
Laundry. It's gonna be
All
a
that
laundry.
stuff. Yeah, it's a big, nice
yeah.
hotel. So easily there's some back ways out. You have a couple options, in fact, to hit different alleys and such. So you could easily slip out through the back at this point. Yeah.
Is it
Now or
worth
never.
splitting up?
Eh,
They're looking
Maybe.
for a group of us, right?
we at least all know where we're going right now, I guess.
I mean, splitting up hurts me the most, really, because I'm the
They're
most
looking for you.
recognizable one. Not to brag.
Look, I don't think they're busting down the doors with SWAT just yet, so just get a move on them and we'll slip out through the kitchen or something, okay?
All right, let's keep our eyes out. And Hades, maybe if there's any cameras or anything you want to disable on the way, that would be sweet.
Got it.
All right, and then let's book it. To get through the kitchen's good.
Nice. Yeah, you're able to get out, and we'll streamline that camera situation because, like Bud said, it looks like some beat cops are questioning. No management there yet. It does seem a bit casual. It is early in this investigation, so to speak. All the news came out, but you're able to get through there. Hades is able to kind of swipe those cams, get a little cloak in there to kind of cover up that you were even there. Obviously, there's records that you checked in, but no cameras showing you leave out the back entrance and things like that. So at least covering up your trail a little. But yeah, you make your way out back through the kitchen, like Bud said. People working don't even notice you. It's that busy. You just make your way out to the back alley. You're back near all the dumpsters. Really reeks of old rotten food and such. You're just in this back alley now.
Oh wow, I'm like it was clever, but the more time I spend in alleys, I wish I had not chosen it as my moniker. You know what I mean? It's like it was a very cute pun at the time, and I stand by those decisions. But I don't know. Maybe I just wish I'd made some different ones.
And Allie, look what I found.
Oh my god! Whoa, is that real? Is that thing real? No.
I don't know.
Can't be. Okay,
I think there's a
well,
maker's mark on the tail there.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're
24
right.
carat. No, this one's only sterling silver.
Surgical
Okay, well-
steel.
If it's as soon as it scratches you, drop it. Let's keep going. But hey, I mean, we got room.
I mean, I'm not carrying anything in this hand. Ah!
Yeah. Okay. That's the thing. That's the thing about alley cats, right?
Playtime over.
Predictable. Okay. Where are we going? Straight to this guy?
It couldn't hurt to get there as quickly as possible.
And the
Yeah.
more time that passes, the more the heat's gonna be coming down on us.
That's right.
Yeah.
He wouldn't recommend a place where we'd easily be recognized, I'm guessing, or it's a little out of the way off strip, so I think we'll be safe.
Why don't you give me a
I
little
will be
streetwise
disappointed.
too while you're at it, Rush? What was that,
I will be
Hades?
disappointed if I will be disappointed if there's not multiple chips and multiple dips.
Let's chips and dips, like plural of both.
Yeah, and you're
Although,
That's
how
an
many
actor.
different types of chips would you have? Anyway, it's not important.
yeah, and Rush, you're not as familiar with Vegas, but the average gist of it is you do know time is of the essence. Like if you're gonna head over to Chips and Dips and meet up with Sean, you should probably head out right away because it's just a matter of time before you can't even get combat cabs and things before they got your images and things. You know what I mean? Like you probably got like another hour of getting around the city before it's really a thing,
The heat's on.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to worry about people recognizing you and all that stuff. So
Is it
Yeah,
too far
we
by
gotta
foot?
go.
oh yeah, you have to take a little cab. It's off the main strip, dozen blocks away or more, especially in this heat and pollution. You don't want to be caught out there. But you make your way over there. You get over to Chips and Dips, and it's pretty much an offshoot sort of Ripper Dock workshop, garage style place. You get in there and, you know, people are already working. You can see a bunch of techs just working on different equipment, vehicles, drones, all kinds of stuff, just making repairs. All the way at the other end, near these big sort of like almost rubber looking flat doors, you see Sean Ryan standing over there. He's on his agent. He sees you, gets off his agent, waves, gestures you to come over.
Rush!
Yeah.
This place has no chips and no dips.
I think
The
maybe
other
they
kind of
mean
chip.
computer chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you do notice off to the side some of the wares and framework being dipped in some fake chromes and things.
Yeah.
Different paint jobs.
They do wraps.
I think
you
they
know,
should
but
still-
not
they should
food
still have-
wraps.
To be honest, I'm disappointed too. I was hungry, so
Yeah. They got a vending machine.
I think that to do the pun justice, you'd offer both, right? Right? Anyway, whatever.
I love this team's
I
priorities.
agree.
This team's priorities is so...
Well, didn't we say ages ago that this was going to be team snacks? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sean's gesturing. He's
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
yeah. You make your way over.
So,
Right.
Sean.
So yeah, I already recognize all of you. Unfortunately, Sean, you just direction right back to Rush. Doesn't even shake hands or anything. Just instantly to it. Look, let's step in the back. Let's go over this. You got a lot of work to do. He goes through those kind of rubber flaps and kicks open these double doors, and instantly atmosphere changes. You're getting into what looks like a medical sort of unit. You see these gurneys. You can see a couple bodies. You see some Ripper docs kind of working on the bodies and actually like doing surgery on them and stuff. Kind of digging out into cyberware. You can see some bodies kind of hooked up to machines and stuff. But he just walks kind of past that. Doctor's barely even taking notice. And yeah, walks towards the back. There's like a little office off to the side. Steps into there. You see what looks like two maybe Edgerunner solo types. I mean, full-on rifles and everything on either sides of those doors. They just nod at Sean. He steps in as you follow in and sit down. And you know, he just kind of gives attention towards you, Rush, and says, "Okay, so look, do you? I mean, you've seen the press releases. Obviously, there's quite a bit of evidence out there, not making you look good at all. Allie, it's all pretty much fallen on you. But I gotta ask, you know, do you happen to have any counter evidence, anything going on yet that I can use, or is this beginning stages of the problem?"
Well,
Yeah.
Netrunner did a bit of work, pulled some data as far as I recall. Hades, do you happen to have anything you think would be helpful?
Do I?
No, actually, the only thing that you do have is you do have.
do you?
You at least have evidence from Cypherus getting the video footage from, I think it was Heaven's Gate, the place where Mercury Rising performs, backstage talking to her partner about, okay, cool, like even called you. She's got the phone call to you, Rush. Unfortunately, all that just looks like she needs your help doing a gig. To come and meet up, and we can go do a gig, and that, so it at least connects you working with her, you know, in some facet. But obviously the conversations that you had about going to these, you know, that wasn't on this camera, but it does connect you to her, that initial stuff. But nothing
I mean,
beyond that.
what's the angle we're gonna go for here? I mean, we were there. We did break into the vault.
Look, here
We
I
were
mean,
put up.
we can-
We were tricked, but we were there.
you don't need to convince me. Look, I go way back with Rush. I know this isn't the type of thing you do. I'm sure it's like you said, you were trying to help him out, race records. She probably locked you up to rob the place. It seems like it's cut and dry to me.
Sure.
But you're on cams. You're in trouble here. What you need to do is you need to get some evidence. You have this at least connecting you to this Mercury Rising. Whatever information you have on Mercury Rising, I would dig into that and just start trying to either find evidence or plant evidence. Whatever you've got to make it look like she's the one that did it and framed you. Get me that evidence. If you get me just like, one really good piece of evidence, it increases the believability and I can put out the story. You get me 4 pieces of good evidence, it increases that chance, by 2. So at least get me 1 good piece of evidence aside from what you have, or get me 4 good pieces of evidence if you really want a good chance at this. But, my believability is pretty good. I've worked really hard, but I'm going to need something, whether it's real or planted or whatever.
We don't need to clear our name fully. We just need to throw Mercury and Rocky under the bus.
You need to, yeah, exactly. Someone has to take the fall for this right now. It's looking like you either need to clear your name, put it on someone else, something. I can help with that. I can't help you get or plant evidence. You're on your own.
Yeah.
But I'm here when you're ready. Come back to me. Hit me up and we'll do it.
Sean, in the meantime, is this anything? Look, there's we got a lot of video, we got a lot of data about us having previous doppelgangers. Like, it's not gonna be a complete solution, but I'm just thinking to start spinning things in terms of start making conspiracies, start making rabbit holes, get people confused. There's video of literally 2 of me in the same place.
Hey.
We've got videos of 2 Buds, 2 Hades, 2
Sure,
Rushes.
if that's the angle you want to take, maybe start with that evidence, keep building off of that somehow.
I think it can't hurt to throw it in the mix, right?
Whatever angle you want to take, that's the direction, that's the evidence. I can't spin that you had clones or whatever coming and doing it with just that video evidence. I'm going to need some more pieces of evidence, hopefully. I can get by with 1 piece, sure, but to really increase the believability, you're going to need 4. But if you're going to try to put it back on Mercury Rising, then the clone thing isn't going to make sense to that, I don't think. So it depends on the angle you're going to go. That's what you need to go with. Yeah.
What's your angle,
something
man?
Sorry, you go.
What's your angle in this? Doing this out of the goodness of your own heart?
Out of the truth for my Associated Press syndicate. I don't know if Russia's filled you in, but I'm definitely anti-payola, anti-lobbying, anti this advertising crap. I just don't take a story for face value. We get actual evidence, we dig in. In this case, I do think that you were framed based on what Rush told me. So whatever it takes to clear the name, I'll get behind it. I'm sick of the typical media's just putting spins and putting out stuff just for whatever reason. But I'm here to help. I've always been here to help.
Well, and I imagine breaking open a story in a way that nobody else has yet with evidence is not going to look too bad for you either.
Absolutely not. That's our thing, If I can be the one, and our outlets can be the ones to put the true story out, or the true story out and clear your name, Once again, it shows us shining through the darkness with actual truth, But again,
So
we need evidence. We need evidence.
Theology
We need evidence to
not
make that truth,
pay.
though. Oh, absolutely. Look into the different outlets that are part of my syndicate. It's what we do.
Now, my thinking is that Mercury had a chip made to automate robbing their servers, right? She had a device pre-made that we jammed into the server in the back of their vault. There's gotta be some kind of trail she left having that made.
I doubt
I
you did
think
it
that's
yourself.
pretty good.
Well, hitting her
Yeah, someone
club
had to
seems
make
like
that.
the next step anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, she's out of town, right? She skipped town. So let's go turn her office over, see what we can find.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, no, Rush.
Sean, does this place really have no food or anything? Just
you can hit the vendit in the main.
take something to go.
Yeah, hit the vendit on the
Damn
way
it.
out. There's at least some pre-packs and stuff. But Rush, anything along the way, obviously hit me up. I'll try to help you with connections and things. I'm sorry I can't hit the streets with you, but I'm a phone call away.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Yep.
Yes, thank
Great.
you.
Yeah. Well, I'm I'm curious, Rush. How well do you know this guy versus how well did you know Mercury?
It's a good question. How well do I know Sean?
You know him about as well as you know Mercury, in the sense that you've done gigs in the past, and he comes from your past. You've known them about as long. The difference is literally just the jobs and the history. You know, Mercury Rising was known as a performer, a rocker, a bit of an Edgerunner, whereas Sean Ryan's an Edgerunner too, but definitely leans on the media, true press syndicate stuff. Like, you know, he is kind of known as like a white knight of media and truth and stuff. With his outlets, which is a little more noble in the public eye, at least as his rep and for what he does, versus Mercury Rising is just another rocker that was famous for her drag show and stuff, you know? A little different there.
Yeah, no offense, I don't trust any of your friends, Rush.
Yeah, I'm starting to
Actually,
feel
not us.
the same. But Sean's record speaks for itself. He seems to be legit.
Yeah,
I guess-
except when he names a shop.
I mean, I guess Sean's irrelevant, right? We need to gather this evidence anyway.
And you know what? Everybody give me a human perception. I won't make you do a deduction for Rush to know, like, there doesn't seem to be a lot that he could gain by anything shadier. He gains more by cracking a story against major media, right? It's kind of their thing. But a little human perception just for, like, the conversations you did have with him.
I don't know. 9. I don't know.
Whoa.
He's human.
You're on holiday.
Allie, yeah, Bud's
Yeah.
on holiday, but I'll tell you, Allie, like, you know, you just met this guy, but everything Rush said about him and the things that he said, it does seem legit. You know, he does seem genuine. Like even if you are faking evidence to get the true story out, he's behind that just to stick it to major media that's putting out false stories and stuff. Like, he seems genuine.
With that role, when he was like talking about, you know, what he does before, I just like Allie would like just take off her glasses and literally like look him up and down, and then just
He's
like
good.
back to Rush. Yeah, story checks out. Dice tell the story, folks.
Yep.
And sometimes
Right.
they just let you act out your cheesy fantasies.
Let's get over to Mercury's Club.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to find a way to do it quiet. And
Did you
well,
not bring your motorcycle, bud?
Is it like parked out of town? Where is my motorbike?
Yeah, I would say that your bike would probably
Where is
be.
my-
Yeah, you would have that. I
in the
think
room.
Rush would have his dune buggy too. Like, you guys have those vehicles
Yeah,
to
we
get around
brought
in.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's a classic Las Vegas trip in that no one can remember where they parked anything.
Very true. Yeah. That does add up. But yeah, you can do that. You make your way back over to Heaven's Gate, and you get in there. You know, it's kind of down during the day. It's open. You know, people do come in and they hit the buffet, and they do kind of like this lunch thing. There's a little bar. You know, things are open 24/7, but definitely no performances and stuff until tonight. Kind of dead in here. But you know, like backstage, you know, you met her here before. You know, backstage or dressing rooms, where she had her own private dressing room because she was running a residency here. You know, that's backstage.
Yeah, but it's not her club, right? She didn't
Not
go
her
to,
club.
like-
No, she had a residency here, running the
Yeah.
show. But yeah, obviously not her club.
Yeah, I don't think we would just. It'd be great to just waltz out if it were club.
But it's daytime. I mean, should be easier to get surely into the green rooms and whatnot.
Well, she had her own private dressing room. That's where we head first, I think.
yeah. There may be some sort of surveillance equipment there that we can check.
Are we just going
Is
as
anything-
ourselves? Do we want to try and,
Yeah, just
you know, is speed of the essence here?
yeah, I like that. Why don't you all discuss the approach so I know? Because if you are going to change a look, you know, Bud's already changing up his look, right? Allie's already described changing her look, kind of downplaying, no bright colors and all that. She's very, you know, monotone today, very, very not Allie. Like, what is Hades and Rush doing? Or just going with your typical
Nothing.
looks. Yeah.
Apparently.
You don't have to. But let me know the approach. Are you just trying to move fast and get this done, or are you gonna change up a look too, just in case?
Because we said we have about an hour before.
Yeah. Right now,
Yeah,
if you
the
did want to
city's
change your
full-scale
look,
manhunt
you guys
starts,
could
yeah.
easily change your look. In the parking lot in the dune buggy, going through suitcases. If you have things to change in, you can change up a look. Plus, I know Allie has enough wardrobe and style in her skills. We could do a check with her to dress you up in disguise. There's also the skill of disguise and acting and things like that. So, I'll allow any of that if that's your approach. Yeah, if you want to dress up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should be in a costume too. A disguise, if you will.
I want that wig on Rush,
Yeah.
though, Allie. That needs to be on
Okay,
Rush.
well, Brandon,
I
you
was
get
thinking
it
this place
in
is full of
about
costumes.
12 to 17 business days.
I just don't think we're ever gonna convince Rush to take this hat off. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Rush, it's very
Yeah.
Rush, it's very
attached.
recognizable. He grew into it.
Yeah, that's gonna be real bad for Mrs. Rush. when
It's
I'm
not a
born.
hat. It's
Baby Rush
cyberware. It's not
gets
even a
born
hat.
with a
Yeah,
hat
that's
on.
right. That's right.
But yeah, what kind of look? What do you think you would change up if you're going to do that? Because you easily could. You could change up from
Yeah,
your
I can
typical.
help.
What do you think?
Allie, what am I gonna be dressed up as?
Oh, what? You want me to do everything?
I mean, I could dress myself up, but you're the one whose clothes I would have to wear, unless Bud.
mean,
Well, I got some white shirts.
Honestly, not a
You
bad
don't
idea.
wash your white shirts. I don't want to wear a Bud infused shirt.
Yeah, they're not as white as they used to be.
Damn desert dust gets in everything.
Look,
No.
Hades, we just need to make you look un-Hades-like, okay? So, like, I'm not even thinking monochrome, I'm thinking beige. I know.
Norm.
Okay, alright, look, let's just take a deep breath. Okay, we said the word. Okay? Sometimes we have to do hard things. Yeah,
No, I
okay?
know. It's fine. Do
Beige, no colors. Let's
Who
go
has-
something a little ill-fitting. And Rush, I just honestly, just the hat needs to come off. We can find you a new hat. What about a baseball cap?
Look, what I know about trying not to get noticed and trying not to get remembered is to make sure you don't look memorable, right?
You
You
look
gotta just
memorable,
blend
Rush.
into the background. So
Yes.
Rush, you're very
But-
memorable.
And
I
you
don't-
have a giant cowboy hat.
right,
It's
I
glowing.
in Vegas where everything is glowing, like
He
in
does
Night
look
City.
like a Vegas tourist.
That is true.
Okay, well, can you at least
Checkmate.
change up the hat a little bit? God.
Excellent.
All right, okay,
yeah.
He
fine.
Well
changes
done.
the color. He
You did
changes
it,
the color
everybody.
of the rim.
Yeah.
Whoa, who's that?
So it's.
Where did he
Rush
go?
That guy.
Where did he go? It's like Superman when he puts glasses on or takes it off. You're just like, what? Where? It's that simple change.
Look, regardless, we're not walking in on the front door, okay? Stage entrance is just around the back in the parking
Yeah.
lot here. We can jimmy the lock and slip in that way.
Well, we'll have to look like we belong back there in case somebody does see us.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like 9 in the morning. It should be pretty quiet in the green room areas, right?
I'm just
We
saying.
do,
People. Usually, someone needs to come through, clear everything out. If the performers have I forget what the name is, but it's essentially like the thing you put in your contract.
Yeah, Ryder.
Someone needs
Rider.
to refill.
A rider.
Yeah. Someone needs to refill all the riders, make sure the room's good. That's just what we are. Just look nondescript. If you have a clipboard, look at it a lot, and just look very, very harried and frustrated, because that's what all the PAs look like.
Yeah, and you're able to make your way to that artist entrance and stage entrance out back by one of the alleys next to the place, and it's also attaching to a sub-level parking garage. You can see the lift that takes it up and down, but that entrance has an electronic security lock to it. So electronics security check would be in order at this point to get into this door.
Say less.
And if you have any luck, any +2s left over from chat, keep those in mind as well.
Here they come.
Here they are.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, that's a 17.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Hades.
And I'm not going to give it to the
Nothing
lock
if
as a
not
defender.
exact.
I'm not giving it to the lock as defender. This is going to Hades. Yeah, she messes with the security lock. Boop, boop. Oh, unlocks, pops open. You're instantly hit with like a stale smell of like backstage, old spilled liquors, perfumes. Yeah, just very musty back here.
So many cigarettes. Just
Lots
so
of
many.
cigarettes and vapes and all kinds of
Smells
smokables.
like home.
Yep, Allie, it does smell just like home. The rest of you kind of overwhelmed, but yeah, you get to the backstage. All lights are off. It's pretty dark back here. You don't even hear any commotion back here. You can hear people kind of front of house dealing with the buffet and things like that. But for the most part, you seem alone back here. You can clearly see a manager's office. You can see a storage room, bathrooms. You can see the hallway with all the green rooms, and you clearly see the one marked as Mercury Rising, the one she used, the main one.
I think that's our first stop.
Definitely.
I agree.
We try the door.
Yeah, this one, it's locked. This one, a traditional pick lock. That or a little bit of force. It doesn't seem like it's that strong of a door. You could possibly break it, might make some noise. Or if you have regular pick lock, I'll take that.
Oh, that's a 19 on pick lock.
Damn. Nice. Yeah, just needed to beat a simple 13 for this one. Both of you.
But they both went for it.
Yeah, you both teamed up on
Elbow.
Same time.
Elbow.
Our hands touch,
Me first. Me first.
Yeah.
and then together.
Yeah, then together. You hold hands and then, yeah, you pop it open. Door opens up, dark room. The second the door opens, boop, 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 all these neons kind of automatically come on. Must be some type of motion sensor, something. Comes on, running the whole trim of the room. You can see a bathroom. You can see some racks and stuff. You can still see some outfits and costumes off to the side. You can see a work desk. You can see a computer. Some papers and things, trash bin. The place looks a little bit ransacked. Like you could tell she packed up favorite things and probably took off out of here. It doesn't seem as organized as you would imagine.
I'll keep watch.
In the start, to pay homage to our friend Mercury. I say friend. I mean the fellow performer, fellow player. And keep it in drag style. I'm gonna take a tube of lipstick on that's been left out and write on the mirror, Mercury Rising is busted. And I mean busted as in ugly people.
Sure.
Just in the grand tradition of like RuPaul's Drag Race, when you write like a message on the mirror at the end of the episode. Anyway, just had to do that, folks.
Hades watches this and then grabs a different color of lipstick and writes right beneath, and stinky.
Yeah. Do some
So yeah, Bud steps out to kind of overlook the backstage area and out the hall to kind of be a lookout. What is Allie and Hades writing on the mirror? What's Rush doing?
Rush,
We're all doing important stuff.
having noticed all of these lights turning on automatically, thinks Mercury is no idiot, and looks for something else that may have been turned on automatically as well.
Yeah, give me a perception. Nice.
That's
Yeah,
a 21.
you see a hidden camera that's kind of up in the corner of the room. Looks like it might be next to the fire suppression system, obviously trying to hide, and it looks like an after construction, like it wasn't built into the building. It obviously looks like Mercury put that in, or it's something after the fact in the dressing room. Yeah.
Hey, Hades, you think you'd be able to pull any footage off of this? Because there's a good
Let's
chance that
find
she
out.
recorded everything that we said in this room previously.
Yeah, and I was going. Hades is going to was going to run an interface just to see.
Yeah.
Even without that being there, was going to check to see if there are cameras in the rooms or anything. Anyway.
Yeah, do
But
a
since we see
scan
that
at
one
least.
there.
Exactly. Yeah, give me your interface as a scanning. What's Allie doing at this point? You see Rush pointing it out. Hades kind of doing a scan. What are you going to be up to?
Kind of just want to go through Like, are there any costumes left? I'm like, are
Oh, yeah.
there pockets?
Yeah,
I'm
there's-
just kind
there's
of
some
looking
costumes.
for anything written down.
She's got the
or
desk
any kind
there.
of evidence.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a perception, and then give me a conceal reveal as well.
Cool.
And
'Cause
Bud, you give me a
I'm
perception since
especially
you're looking out
for-
too.
Yep.
I'm especially looking for stuff like related to where she might have, like,
yeah.
who else she might have contacted. It's 15 and conceal reveal. 8.
Oh no. 20 on perception.
Nice. Yeah, Bud, you're hanging out in the hallway, and you over the commotion you can hear out in the front of people doing the buffet and things like that. You hear the distinct like click on, click off of a radio, and a guy, yeah, I'm still making my rounds. I'll be back up soon. And it sounds like could be, outside the curtain of the stage. Definitely sounds like he's coming in your direction. And then aside from that, Allie, you kind of search the room for a bit. You don't find anything like fully hidden or anything crazy, but you do find in the bottom of the trash bin, almost like it was shoved down to the bottom, some invoice stuff from Trump International, the hotel. It seems like maybe that's where she was staying. She was staying at the Trump International, and it has her room number there and stuff.
Yes.
She was staying in one of the suites. Even has the passcode and stuff still on the invoice to access the key lock to that suite. But you have that information.
This is
you know-
gross for like 2 reasons.
And Hades, what was your interface?
So this is a stupid question. I do not see my interface button anymore. Someone help me.
They took it from you.
Actions, roll abilities.
Yeah,
It's not on the
Should
last
be in the
tab.
Actions tab.
I see that there. I'm clicking all over it though, and it's not rolling.
Scanner, yeah, right here. There you go. Well, there's a bunch of them.
Oh!
Yeah, you can tell that this camera seems to be feeding into that computer. It's not like a normal house system. In fact, when you do that scan, you can tell there's a system coming from the front of the house. There's a couple systems coming from front of the house. Maybe it has something to do with the hotel. Can't tell. But in this room, you can tell there's, a hardwired system in that computer. Like not even a normal system in here. And that's where that camera feed seems to be going to.
Yeah, I want to try and go in there.
Sure. Yeah. You can tell.
And I
it's,
imagine it's small enough that I don't have to.
Oh, it's super small. It's just like a normal computer, not even like a full-on system. But it does have a passcode. You got to get through it. It looks like it's a DV of 12, just to access.
We also have 2 +2s.
I think I rolled twice on accident.
That's fine. We'll streamline and go with that second one. Just click the button once.
I
Now, I
have
did the
one
same
less.
thing.
I have one less action.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. I accidentally double-clicked when I went to. But yeah, you access the computer. You're instantly into this computer. You can see where Mercury Rising synced up her emails. Like you can access her emails. You can access like personal scheduling information for her shows and stuff. And you can clearly see the camera feed feeding into this right now. It looks like it's on some type of automated system, just like the lights when you enter the room. It's constantly recording, maybe just a security precaution or something she had set up. But you see it feeding there.
Is it saving it all? Like, is it going into a
Yeah.
folder, or is it just a live feed? Okay.
It's a live feed saving it to the computer, yeah.
Okay. Do I have to dive any deeper to get to the folders?
No, not at all. Just some basic
Okay.
interface roles to see if you can break the passwords of this. It's not even an in-depth system, just a computer. Same with the emails. If you want to access the emails, the camera footage,
I do.
or her schedule,
Yes.
any of those things are just going to be a DV12 interface. So
Okay.
keep in mind your luck and your +2s. Let me know beforehand if you use any of that.
I plan to check all of those things. First,
Okay.
into the folders, I will use a +2. So I'm taking one of the... Thank you, Knights of the University. Taking one of those. So adding a +2. I'm just going to click this and we can... all this map in.
Hey, another +2 from Craghorst.
Thank you, Craghorst.
Nice.
So that's a
Thank
14.
you.
Nice, that's what you needed. You got it. You had to break a 12, but yeah, you get in. What are you getting in first? Camera footage or emails or schedule?
So first one was for the camera footage.
Okay, yeah, you get into the camera footage. It's saving all the feed. You can see where it opened and turned on in the last segment where you all entered. You can see it feeding in you in the room right now. You can also see past footage. It looks like that was saved up over the past couple weeks.
We'll go ahead and copy all of that. And also would turn to where the live camera is right now and make a face at it. All right. Next, I only have one move left after that. So
After your relentless double clicking.
yeah, you know. So next, we're gonna go into the emails.
Sure.
And I won't use a +2 for this just because. Maybe it is. I will use a +2.
The Mercury Rising's first pet and year of birth.
Yeah, is everybody okay if I grab another +2?
Yeah. I think
Alright.
we need as much information as we can get.
Yeah, I feel like the email might
And
have
quickly,
some...
there is somebody eventually sauntering this way, so
Oh yeah.
get on with
Forgot
it.
about that.
Woo, that puts us at a 12.
Oh yeah, that's what she needed. Nice. Yeah, you get into the emails and you're seeing some generic email stuff, just back and forth with her and Rocky talking about her shows and different tech stuff. Out of everything in there that's like normal email stuff and spam and things like that, a couple things do stick out. You do see an email of her talking to Rocky, not incriminating exactly what happened, but definitely saying, hey, I set up that meeting with my buddy Rush, his team's out here. I think we can get them to help and do the gig. It at least says that, so now that kind of connects you with also the video of meeting with Mercury. The other thing that you see in there is some ish talk about her kind of mortal enemy, her local nemesis, Margaret Snatcher. If you remember, she mentioned one of her nemesis being Margaret Snatcher, a vile queen who's out for revenge. You can see her kind of talking about that, and some emails back and forth with Margaret Snatcher, just talking ish about their performances and I hate you, and you see Margaret Snatcher saying like, I'm going to take you out one day, and you're not.
I can't take it.
You're not the good person or performer everyone thinks you are, and yeah, just some back and forth ish talk, in that. But that's what you're seeing out of all the emails, is all that sort of stuff.
The email talking about got Rush to agree to the gig. Does it mention a date or a time frame of when the gig would be?
No, but it seems to be talk like literally the day before that things went down, like talking about, hey, I just realized the past friend is in town, that sort of thing. Yeah.
All right. Lastly, going to go into the schedule.
Yeah, mess her schedule up.
That's my plan. All right, gonna
Double
just do this
booker.
one straight. Hey, 13.
Nice. Yeah, you get into the schedule, and you can see that it has different meetings and stuff at Trump International in her suite where she was meeting with people. You see that she was meeting with some sort of tech, and it says important, don't miss this meeting. This looks like it was a few days prior to contacting Rush to help with the gig. And then aside from that, you can see that there's flight plans that looks like she just flew out like literally last night on a red eye to head to France to do some gigs out in France or something.
Does it say anything about who this tech might be that she was meeting with?
No, it doesn't say any details, just a meeting with a tech for what we need on this date at my suite. It looks like she was setting up meetings and would have them out of her suite at Trump International.
So whilst in here, Hades is going to go ahead and take a couple meetings off. If there are any like days of, oh, this is when I'm gonna get my hair did, gonna move that to a different day, like the day after.
I don't think she's using the schedule anymore. She skipped town. Like, yes.
But if
It might be like
but
the
if-
Google Calendar.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
maybe.
if the emails are going here, it's likely who doesn't use a calendar that's attached to everything? Come on, as if it's virtual.
Yeah, and Bud, it's about that moment where you're kind of looking out at the edge of the hallway. You clearly see a security guard coming, cutting through the side curtain of stage. Give me a stealth.
Yeah, I wonder if I just slip in the room and like close the door and
You
just
could.
walk
You
past.
could. It's up to you. Are you going to keep an eye on
There's
him and
no
see what he's
reason
doing,
for-
or slip in and close the door?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just take a quick. While I'm still standing here and I see him walk in, he's obviously like doesn't expect anything to be going down.
Yeah, I'll need a stealth to see if he notices you.
19 on my stealth.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he hasn't noticed you. He comes in the side. You see him kind of looking backstage. He gets back on his radio. He's like, yeah, I'm making my rounds. I'll be up there in a minute. Just give me 5 more minutes. He starts like walking to the backstage, and he's walking backside. Like you wouldn't be able to like leave right now out the hallway. He's definitely working his way around backstage, but you notice that, yeah.
But whenever he is likely to look down this corridor, I'll just slip inside and close the door so that when he looks down, it's all quiet.
Sure. Yeah, after a few moments, you see him kind of turning, making his way, obviously making rounds. You slip and close the door. You can hear footsteps coming like he's making his way up and down the hallway and stuff. You hear the radio go off a few times. But while he seems to be making his rounds and Bud's laying low, Allie's in the system getting those files, fixing the camera stuff, checking those emails, the schedule. What's Allie doing during that in Rush?
Probably just still. Yeah, I'm still going through her stuff. I'm just gonna keep rooting around and seeing if I can't find any more.
Steal her stuff.
Invoices, receipts.
Yeah. What about Rush?
Yeah, I'll steal her stuff.
Rush is
High
probably
quality makeup.
next to Hades, kind of like, we got to get info on Rocky too, because Rocky is just as complicit, and she would have set up all kinds of stuff. She'd probably have stuff on her own devices if she left anything behind, and then maybe saying like, could you plant an email? Could you change the wording of that email that getting me to help out with the gig, and maybe throw some specifics in there?
That doesn't seem like it would be too hard to do, Rob.
Not at all. Like, you have access to the email right now. You are, in everyone's eyes, Mercury Rising. You have access to her email. So let's not forget. You're looking for evidence.
Hey, remember that time
but
I
you can also
framed
plant
those guys?
evidence and kind of do what you want. It depends on the angle you're going. Just remember, each piece of evidence needs to make sense in the total at the end for Sean to put out the story or whatever. So be specific. What exactly are you doing here?
I think it wouldn't be too disbelievable or difficult to edit that email to where it says almost the exact same thing, but just with a little more detail. Like, old friend of mine's in town. I'm gonna get us to help us with that gig over at, and just naming the place I think would be enough. And not having to be like, that time when I decided to frame them, but just being like, oh, he's gonna help us with that gig over at the place.
Keeping in mind, you can straight up say, we're going to frame him. It's whatever you want to do. You're planting this in her email. So that'll be the piece of evidence, yeah.
I feel like just like as close as you can have to original authentic is going to be the most believable.
Wait, something cryptic in there.
Yeah. We'll say that this could be a piece of evidence where
lies at midnight.
Exactly. No, we'll say this could be a piece of evidence where you're kind of making it sound like she's setting up to frame your team for doing a gig at Heaven Can Wait, the club that Bobby Bourbon owns, without specifically saying exactly what you're doing, because you're right. You do want it to come across real, and no one would be that blatant with it. So yeah, I like what you're saying. You're kind of walking that line to make it realistic, and you absolutely have access. You absolutely can do that. That is a piece of evidence. Aside from the video that you already have from Cypress and the throwaway, the email connecting it. So that's great. There's another piece. So now you have 2 pieces of evidence, really, ultimately. But it's at that moment, Bud, you're at the door, still playing on your stealth, still playing on your awesome perception. You hear that security guard kind of walking away now, like the footsteps are getting more quiet, right? And as it kind of gets away, all of a sudden you hear another voice saying, no, you got to get that off of there. No, you get that fracking name off the door. I'm the one here now. Get it off. And then you hear, oh, okay, no problem. Listen, I'll take care of it. We don't want any problems. Look, it's your new residency. Let me get up to the office. And you hear those footsteps go away. As now you hear footsteps getting closer, a different set of footsteps. These sound like they're in high heels, and it's walking towards the door right now.
Hey, are we wrapped up? We got everything we need?
Yeah,
I think so.
I got everything that I couldn't find.
Yeah, and suddenly the door opens. Suddenly the door opens, and the person as the door opens is actually holding the sign that says Mercury Rising, like it's been ripped off the door, and you're clearly looking at Margaret Snatcher as she steps in and like just walks in the door and then, oh my God, who's in here? This is my room. Excuse me, security. Who? And just realizes.
Just come in.
And this is where we'll take our 5-minute bio break. Let's take our 5-minute bio break right here.
This is
amazing.
I hope this is your new look. Now.
This is it.
Yeah, perfect.
This is me 24/7 now.
Questions for Margaret Snatcher.
But let's.
Amazing.
I'm gonna leave the mics hot. We'll be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. All right.
Interesting that she's gone for a kind of like different American accent and not a British one.
It almost sounds like Dwana.
Long Island Donna. Yeah, I would have thought maybe Margaret Snatcher would have been. I mean,
British?
hey, or just like affecting a British, kind of accent. But who says that your drag name needs to line up with your personality? There's no rule.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, F-Boy George does, but that's just because it's just a good coincidence. He's honestly a menace. I kind of hate him.
That's
No,
how you know he's
what
a good character.
Yeah, you know what I hate about F-Boy George? It's the fact that he gets way more respect than me. It's so unfair. He has performed on the main stage of the main theatre company here in South Australia before I have. Like, F-Boy George has performed in the Space Theatre before Ellen Graham did, technically. And I just think that's a bit effed.
But he's nothing without you, though. You gotta
He's
understand.
nothing without me. But it's true. Like, I never have as much confidence as I do when I am him, because I can just say anything. I can just do whatever crap, and people are just like, yeah. Not that my performances are crap, but like, for him, like, usually I'll do like a bit of patter before my act. I never prep anything. I'm always just like, nah, I'll freestyle. I'll just chat. I'll just do like a tight 5 without any scripting. And it's like, I would never do that as just myself or as any other kind of performance. But like him, I'm like, yeah, whatevs. Bronx has said it's me, so he is still a scrub. What do you mean scrub, Bronx? Do you mean it in the TLC no scrubs way? I don't know. It took me ages to learn what no cap meant. So like, you know what I mean? You gotta factor that in. I'm not down with the kids.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
No cap?
Yeah, no idea.
No lie. I'm not lying. Don't ask me how it means that though, because I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to follow the logic, but
No
it went nowhere.
I'm gonna have to look it up. No cap meaning. Is someone gonna give me the etymology of this? To cap is to brag. Okay, so then no cap is like no lying. Still,
Okay.
I can't, yeah.
All right, I'm.
Hey, Brox, what should you call an old in the chat? We'll get you back on just so we can fight you. Alright, I'm gonna go to the loo. I'll be back.
Hello.
Howdy.
Rob's
So playing.
camera feed is still sparkling.
I know. He's got this floating jewelry there. It's just sitting there in front of his chair. So.
Yeah. Maybe it thinks the Funko Pop's a face.
Just one random Funko Pop that's got the blue and pink hair.
Yeah. Oh.
So have you tried Baldur's Gate 3 yet?
I haven't,
played
no,
it at all, but
I haven't yet.
yeah. Everybody's
I was like,
talking about it.
This is too big a commitment. I'm not gonna bother. I'll see what happens when it comes out. And then like everyone's like, it's the best game ever. I'm like, oh my god, now I have to play it at some point. I'm just working through my backlog. I got the ROG Ally, which is like a more powerful Steam Deck, and I've been just playing through all my backlog on there. So I finished Elden Ring for the first time.
Nice.
Which was good fun. That was great. I played Signalis, which was very cool. It's like a throwback Resident Evil. And at the moment, I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn because I've never actually finished that.
The original release, or
it's the PC release. Yeah, so it's like a Windows handheld. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks
Nice.
gorgeous. Amazing for a handheld. Like really good. So, yeah. That's my current thing is like, yeah, I get it. It's new and fancy. Everyone loves Baldur's Gate. I'm just like, well, I've got all these old games. I'll play that when it's not like, $80 Australian, $90 Australian, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They cost a good amount, and I want to be able to get Phantom Liberty when it comes out.
Yes, yes. I'm also like, there's so much stuff coming out really soon as well. That's also gonna take a ton of my time. So there's like Armored Core is coming out very soon, like next week, which is FromSoft but mechs. That looks very cool. Starfield is coming out, and it's going to be on Game Pass, so I won't have to pay for that. That's going to be... I'm going to play that. Phantom Liberty, obviously I'm going to play that. So the end of this year is kind of stacked without Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah, seriously. With all of these movies getting delayed and stuff like that, everybody's going to be turning to video games to fill their time even more. So,
it's been a heck of a year for games, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Been playing Stray Gods. I don't know if
Oh
it's
yeah,
out.
I thought that would be up your alley.
Yeah,
It's like the original Bronco
I've been a Kickstarter of it for like I don't know how long, and this was like before the announcement that they were gonna have like Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson and Laura Bailey. So I was just like, well, my investment is paying dividends. I was like, I jumped on when I knew it was David Guida doing like a visual novel musical. I was like, check please. And then they were like, oh, now we're announcing the cast, and I'm like, yes, thank you.
I personally, I've mostly had World Cup fever, right? So we're hosting the Women's World Cup in Australia. The Matildas just played England, so you got Australia versus England. So it's like both of my
annoying.
both
so
of my
annoying
teams.
that we lost to England.
England
I'll
plays
lose
so
to
well, though.
I'll lose to anyone before I lose to England.
Yeah, that's right. That's how everybody feels.
Yeah.
Canada?
We are so universally hated. It's unbelievable.
Who hates Canadians? Like, no one.
No one hates
I don't know.
Canadians.
There's probably somebody
Yeah.
out there. The
No.
finale of King of the Hill seemed to hate Canadians pretty hard. I'm still not over that.
Wow, deep King of the Hill lore. Wake up,
Line.
babe.
Yeah. Oh, well, it hurt me deep inside.
Why do they hate Canada? What's up there?
I think it had something to do
Fires.
What's that?
with
Lots of fires, apparently.
What do you mean?
that's more recent.
Oh, the
though,
whole
I
of Canada's on fire. Do you not know that?
Oh, yeah, but why would
that's
I
what's
hate
up there.
Canada? Because it's on
Yeah.
fire? That seems so
Fire
mean.
hot.
I
Yeah,
hate
California
you.
did
Why?
it first,
because you're
though.
on fire.
Yeah, take it over there. Take it over there.
Yeah.
No, I really wanted to go to Canada to do some clowning, but the clown school doesn't exist anymore, which is a real damn shame.
What about the clown? Could you hunt them down or stalk them?
Oh, well, no, because
Yes, I want to hunt the most dangerous of game, the clown.
No, because like literally it's called the Clown Farm and it's where my teacher studied, but like the whole it's like it was run by this guy and his wife, but they're not doing it anymore because one of them's quite ill, so it might be the end of the clown school as we know it. And it's like, no, I wanted to go to the Clown Farm and be free with my other clowns.
There's other clown schools though, aren't there?
Yeah,
different ones,
but I
too.
don't like the French ones.
Ready?
You're the one.
Canada does have lots of farms. There's bound to be another one with clowns.
If the clowns form a union, okay, if we get together, if we get our own farm, make it happen.
We ready?
Do it.
Yes.
Any clowns in chat, let me know.
Here we go. Everyone can see us once again. We are back. But yeah, you're in the backstage room. Bud over here is a little arguing with security about no, it's my residence now. That name's got to change. That sort of argument as security says they're going to deal with it with the office and leaves, and then the door opens moments after with what you're recognizing is Margaret Snatcher holding Mercury Rising sign at the door and opens it. Oh my God, who's in here? What is this? Security. What is?
Well, I knew she was coming, right? So I can.
You did hear
just,
it.
like yank her. I can just like yank her in and shut the door.
Sure,
right?
give me brawling.
Um,
You can grapple her in.
Whoa.
I'm not trying to hurt her or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Just,
no,
like, pull her in
absolutely.
the room and closing the door so no one hears us shout.
Yeah, if you don't
So
win that, she's
you
gonna
guys
hit you,
can-
though.
17. You guys can do the talking.
Yeah, you instantly, as she's like, oh my God, what is this security? You yank her in, door closed behind her. What is this? Oh my God, what is this?
Hey. Shut up. Sorry. I'm a bit on edge. Politely. Just shut up for a second.
No, listen, honey, you're in my dressing room. This is my residency now. I don't know who the frack you think you are, but this is no longer Mercury Rising.
You hate Mercury Rising, right?
Oh, I think that's evident, honey. What is this?
Great.
Well, we also
then you're
do.
in good company right now because that bitch, I can say bitch. That bitch is sorry. That bitch is trying to frame us for something. So we're trying to take her down. Any help of yours would be absolutely appreciated because we can take her down and you can help us with that.
Yeah, give me a conversation or persuasion. Either one I'll take.
Allie,
Same.
she's so colorful. Why do I have to be in beige?
Because she's not the one she's not the one trying to evade suspicion here. Plus, I get that color is part of your brand and I love it. Persuasion, I'm gonna use one of the +2s. Peeps don't mind. 20.
Nice. Yeah, you say that, and
Keep
she's
slicing.
like, honey, I'm sorry. This is my residency. This is none of that Mercury Rising sort of. Wait a minute. Okay, so you hate that bitch too?
She sucks. She straight up
Oh
sucks.
no, she really sucks. Honey,
I
can
don't know.
you let me go now? She looks over at you, bud.
No problem.
Thank you. Okay. Walks away. No, okay.
Plus her whole look.
Go on.
is
Yes.
busted.
No, keep going. I
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, see, you can see we
has
put
she
it right on
heard
the
of
mirror, right
tape?
there.
Oh, I love. You look over and she's already adding to the mirror, like with lipstick, like you know, and trampy, you know, like and this
Yeah,
and
so
that.
we didn't know that this was gonna be your. We assumed that maybe she was still here, and that we'd be able to find some dirt on her.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
I'm guessing that
apparently she's
You
out.
have some beef.
I've got some beef. I mean, well, honey, in more ways than one. But no, I've got some beef with Mercury Rising. I can tell you that. She is a bitch, and she's been putting slander out since the day I've met her. She got all these residencies over me, and those days are over. Apparently, she's out. I'm in. Now it is time for Margaret Snatcher to shine.
Oh my gosh. I feel like, sorry. I know we should be talking about that. the thing you said with the beef, amazing. Could I add something about beef Wellington? I think that would be an amazing gag for your bit. Just
already sold, honey. It's already here. Okay.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, this is what I mean. I love working with actual creative people. So what kind of dirt do you have on Mercury? Just out of curiosity, because it feels like this is a thing that goes way, way back.
Well, she's just been spreading slander about me since day one, just downplaying me, talking her shit on me, and I never get the gigs because she's constantly spreading slander. I mean, it's just kind of her thing.
Yeah.
What's your beef? What is this?
You don't have any concrete dirt on her?
I mean, I've got, tons of stories. I mean, no concrete evidence with it, but I mean, what's your beef with her? What is this?
She set us up.
Trying to frame us
Real
for
bad.
a robbery.
Actual
We might get
crimes.
arrested.
Real crimes. This
Yeah.
isn't some can't wear makeup, can't do the walk or sing the song. This is real crime.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
like she started out small by just, trying to bin lies around performers she doesn't like, and now she's obviously escalating. So there's a pattern of behavior here.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's known for that. Look, I'll be you try to what I imagine you're just trying to put the shade back on her now. What, she got you in trouble for a crime?
Yeah, she got us in the crap. So I think it's only fair that she pays for the consequences.
Okay, well, look,
She'll
get
go to prison.
whatever evidence you can get and throw the shade back and do you, honey. But if you come up with this and you're going to come out with some story, I will be an eyewitness to her character. It's no mystery that she's been throwing shade at me for years, and I'll come out and tell all the stories, paint a beautiful picture of, well, her not being so beautiful.
Yeah.
Some good quotes on the article will really help.
Look, I'm guessing that, it seems like she finds up and coming amazing performers like yourselves, and then tries to trash talk them. Do you know if she's done this to any other kind of performers? Anyone else who might, have been done dirty by her in the past?
Oh, I'm sure there's more. I don't know. I've just been focusing on what she's throwing my way. But I would say, she had her little suite up there of all places, Trump Tower International. She always had her meetings there. I know that she had different press releases there. She would set up her dancer auditions there. I imagine any business she did out of there. Maybe you'll get more evidence.
That's our next stop. Just give us your agent deets. We might have a media be in touch with you, okay?
Like, you got it, honey. Let's bury this bitch. She gives you her info.
And you didn't see us here. Just if there's any good way to sneak out the back, that would be super appreciated. And obviously, if you can just keep stum about seeing us right now.
Well, of course, yeah. I'll let you out the artist entrance. She pulls out her little pass key card and walks you down the hall to let you out the artist entrance. Which you've already kind of picked your way through with Hades, but she unlocks it for you.
Enjoy your new dressing room.
Oh yeah, you want to come back for the show
Hopefully
too?
You can get...
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime.
I mean, maybe if we can stream it or anything. Like I said, we're pretty
Yeah,
we're
we're kinda
wanted and not
wanted,
in a good way at the moment.
Oh well, yeah, no. Take care of this, and then we'll have fun.
If you're in Night City, look up Donna's, okay? See you later.
Oh, okay.
Yes, absolutely. We might have potential future gigs as well.
You see her
stay
make
in
a note
touch.
of that too. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Well, bye. And then we're gonna sneak out.
Yeah,
Jubes, you get what you need?
I think so. I mean,
Nova.
Okay. So now we're headed to the
That.
all that is tacky and
that
gross. It hurts to even consider walking in there. It's so tacky, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right?
yeah, I guess so.
Okay, let's mosey on out of here, shall we?
All
Yeah.
right, let's go.
And if we can get back to the vehicles in a somewhat stealthy manner.
Yeah, easily. You can make your way back out. You've got the artist entrance.
If
You're
we
by
can
the side
Scooby-Doo
alley.
our way out.
Yeah, and you make your way out through the alley to where you're parking on the streets. It's late morning, early afternoon. As you kind of get in the vehicles and know you're going to make your way, I imagine, towards Trump Towers International, you do see another slew of screen sheets and news reports kind of coming out that hit your agents. Automatically be pulled in because it has your name in it, Allie. Still has your other Edgerunner teammates all in the same article, obviously with your normal look. But it goes on to say that there's been some actual city issue rewards placed out, as well as privatized funded rewards by Bobby Bourbon and associates, whatever associates are behind his casino. Have been put out as well. So now you know that there's like a mainstream sort of, witch hunt for you, as well as possibly in what's considered the combat zone of Vegas too, just through Bobby Bourbon kind of putting out in the streets that he's willing to pay too. It definitely seems like they're trying to find you and hold you responsible, and it's just been taken up a notch.
Ooh, we got a prize.
Someone's been trying to find
I-
us responsible for 11 seasons, and it's not going to start now.
It hasn't stuck yet.
We are the
I'm
least
immediately-
responsible ever.
We are only F around, never find out.
It's true.
I'm immediately going to send everything to Sean. Everything that we have, including, our next destination, and that we think there may be more evidence there. But I just want to make sure that he's got it in case we get picked up.
Sure. Yeah, he's got everything. He
Agree.
hits you back. Thanks for the update.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go onto some fan account of people like any like hashtag Mercury Rising sucks. I'm just gonna like thumbs up a few.
Upvote everything.
Yeah, you can do that. And yeah, you make your way over, pulling up to Trump Towers International. It's kind of almost like a series of buildings connected in this huge mega complex. Has this huge kind of golden globe hovering over it. Looks like it's hovering. Can't really tell, maybe by magnetics or something. As it just looks massive and kind of spinning over with these other like holograms around it. You can see Trump kind of walking around it and like waving at people. Like it's really odd. And you know that there's been clones of this man over the years. Who knows if this is even the real one from history books, but anyways, you pull up front. Attached to him are multiple casinos and things. I mean, everything owned by him. It's like this whole block is pretty much owned by Trump International. But as you go in, you see a big open entrance with fountains and stuff. People coming and going, and this one even more busy than the venue you were at. More busy than the hotel you were at. Just people coming and going. Very easy to get lost in this sea of people coming and going out in this part.
So we do. We just head down. Just try not to draw any attention.
Like we blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got our
Vibe.
suite number.
Yeah, and you do have
Yeah,
the suite
and-
number.
Suite number and the passcode.
And the combo, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've got the combo to it. You've got the suite number. And as you kind of make your way through,
Get up there.
what was that?
Well, let's get up there before they change it.
Yeah, and as you make your way through, you're kind of blending in with the crowd and working your way in. Why does everybody give me a stealth? This isn't in particular. See how well you're blended in.
We have 2+2s left, Hades. I'm just saying.
I'll go ahead and
Oh my
take
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's the Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
But what happened?
I crit failed, but only
Oh my
crit failed
God.
by one. It was only a one crit fail, but
And Allie
Allie.
has disappeared.
Yeah.
And that's actually
Wig, I'm telling you.
it's a wig. Yeah,
That's-
it's absolutely.
Mine's actually a
wig.
12 because I did take
Like,
a
Allie's never gone for a natural hair color.
Nice. Yeah, no, all of you are kind of
Allie, where are you?
whipping into the crowd and kind of making your way into this massive lobby that has like all these desks that kind of curve in a U down the center with the sort of center entrance that then further goes into like a restaurant, a bar, these elevators all along the back wall that kind of take you up to different levels. You can clearly see the suite elevator that goes up to all the penthouses. You see it across the crowd back there. But as you're kind of making your way through and you're spreading out through the crowd, absolutely, Allie almost disappears. You see her just kind of go in the crowd. You almost can't see her anymore. All of you are doing very well and kind of whipping in, except for Bud, who, as he's kind of cutting through the center, all of a sudden, right in the center part where you see like these different holograms coming up, talking to people as they're coming through, like new customers trying to sign them up for rooms and things. You see one pop up, like literally right in front of Bud, and it just says, "Welcome to Trump Towers. We're the best hotel out of all hotels. Nobody hotels like we hotel, and you should stay here in the suites. Can I mark you down for a room? How many nights you looking to stay?"
I have a room. Can I get around it? Does it follow me? Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah,
here?
you can walk through it. It's a hologram. As you walk through, it's like turning towards you, kind of following you. You're like, if you need a room, please see one of our associates. Where are you going? Okay, that's fine.
I will. Okay, bye.
Turns back, starting to talk to other people.
I feel greasy just having walked through that hologram.
It's that shirt!
All of you notice Bud has a slight orange hue to him.
Oh no.
It's slowly fading though.
Oh no.
Are you guys done screwing around?
Yeah, I'm done. Let's go. No.
Where were you?
I've literally been here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Oh, amazing!
Oh god. Well, it's good to know that you still like me, even if I'm blonde.
Not even blonde could take that charm away.
Gonna hit the elevator button, call elevator.
Yeah, you do it. You use that
Buzz over there.
the same passcode that gives access to the room. Also, kind of tracks the elevator, lets them know that that's the person using it. It gives you access. You get in. No one else is in the elevator. Most of the others are being used, but obviously this is going to suites and penthouses. Maybe a little less trafficked, less people staying there. But you make your way up. Getting up to the elevator as it's going, it just passes all the floors, going all the way up to the top floors. It looks like there's two levels in these penthouse suites, and this one kind of goes up to the very top. Opens up into a hallway where you just see like rows of doors that are so spread out. You can kind of tell that each one of these units is very large, and you can see all the way down, like maybe second to last door is the unit that you want to make to. You make your way over there. You've got the passcode. You're at the door. What do you guys want to do?
I mean,
Go in.
we just go in, right?
Yeah, start charging room service to her account.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's great. Oh my god. Yes.
When we're about to leave.
Yes, yeah, because they got weights and those things are weighted. Even
Every
if you pick
chip
them up, it'll
and
charge.
every
One
tip
second.
that they
I'm
have.
just gonna listen at the door. Can I hear anything?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Just keep your eyes on the swivel. I'm thinking either ambush or booby traps. Okay, so
You can hear
19.
literally it sounds like the ocean. You can hear like the sound of the ocean coming from the room.
Someone leave the water on?
It's probably some hollow thing. All right, punch the code. I'll go in first.
Okay. I'm gonna. You go.
Yeah, you pop the
Steady
code.
hands.
Door opens.
Handgun in. Just gonna like elbow the door open, look in, check the floor for like traps on the floor, like electrified flooring, anything like that before I step across the threshold.
Yeah,
It's
no,
almost like we've learned from past seasons.
yeah,
I
it's
know,
crazy.
right?
I like that you could enter just like a grocery store and you're still checking for traps and stuff. I love that. It's just how
If you live
paranoid it
And
is.
if we don't, we'll get like a poison dart.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's the
If you
plan.
live past 20 in Cyberpunk, you have PTSD.
It's
Like, that should just be...
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
How do you get through
You
life?
enter, no traps, nothing happens. You enter, as you step in, there's like some dim lights on, almost like a night light feeling. But you notice there's like some clothes thrown around. It looks like even like one of the chairs is knocked over, like the bedding is kind of pulled off. There's a sound machine going in the corner that sounds like the ocean with like a hologram of like waves going. Like it definitely looks like, you know, if this is Mercury's room, she left in a rush for her red-eye flight, you know, must have came home napped or something, left the sound machine on, left some clothes behind, like just ransacked it, took off, like left in a hurry.
Well, if she left in a hurry, then she probably left something for us to find.
All right, let's start looking, but keep in mind anything could be trapped, wired. I don't know.
I'll take the minibar.
Yeah, I guess we all kind of split off looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go toss the room. Let's go look for
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, just decide, are you looking it over with perception or are you looking conceal reveal? Anyone can make that decision and give me a roll.
I'm not good at conceal reveal.
I am.
Yeah,
say-
he knows all. He
Yeah.
knows all the. He knows all the hiding spots.
Oh, beautiful. Are we just going off Rush's roll? I feel like we should.
Yeah.
This is 20. That's a
Nice.
beautiful
Yeah,
roll.
you search the room, you find, you know, clothing, basic items, toiletries, things that definitely show she left in a rush. No pun intended. But you do find, you know, items that link her to the room, link that she left quick. You see flight stubs, like ticket stubs, that she like pre-printed out on her holo pad or something to get her flight stuff going. Like you can see, you know, some digital receipts basically for that. You also find some type of receipt or like invoice for a tech. And you clearly see that she hired a tech to create some type of custom ware that could erase specific files from any system. You know, it has some coding information on there. It doesn't make too much sense to you all, but you know that you're kind of linking it up to possibly like what you were looking for, that she must have hired a tech to create that thumb drive thing or something. It has the information there. If that was presented to a tech or somebody in the future or out through press, that might be able to sync up to show that that's exactly what it did. So you find that. The other thing will go on Bud's perception there too. You got a 19?
That was my perception from a while ago, so I can roll
Oh,
a
okay.
new one right now.
Yeah,
for you.
somebody give me a perception, because that's the conceal reveal, but I did want at least one perception. If somebody, there you go, there's a 20, nice. Yeah, while
20,
Rush,
20, baby.
yeah, while Rush finds the you know, the invoice information, which was clearly trying to be hid like in the behind the garbage and things like stuff. But you find on the counter a little note, you know, written in some lipstick on like one of the napkins from the mini bar, and it just says, "Thanks for keeping a tidy room for my entire residency. You know, I probably owe you more than this, but can't thank you enough." You know, it looks like a note to like the cleaning service or something, and you clearly see a stack of Heaven Can Wait Bobby Bourbon chips from his casino, and you know that those chips are all serial coded and stuff, so it can probably be matched if they're ones taken from his casino, not one. They'll be able to match that, but whatever it's worth, you see a stack of those chips tipping the cleaning service.
Take a photo of that
Yep.
with the handwriting and everything.
Yeah, and if there's a way, is there a way to copy the serial information off of it, or would it just be physically on there, or would it be more of like a digitally marked?
Yeah, digital.
RFID.
You could probably scan that. Do you have any type of tech scanner? I imagine you could probably do it with your cyber deck too. And
Yeah,
you know,
I upgraded my cyber deck.
Yeah, or
So
you could
it's
take the
pretty
chips
nice.
as physical evidence. But Bud can get
Nice.
pictures. They have the serial
nice deck.
imprinted on the edge too. So whether it's a photo of it, or you scan the chips to have a digital record, or you take the chips, it's a great piece of
I think we should
evidence.
do all of that. Pictures, scan it, and then take them too.
Nice. Yeah, you easily do that.
Yeah. We're not We're not leaving any stone unturned with this.
No chip unturned. Now where's
Yeah.
the dip?
Something about a chip on our shoulder. I don't know. We'll workshop it.
All right, we're getting a kind of picture of a mastermind together here.
Okay.
And you got to think
The-
too, not to meta too much, but I know you're gathering evidence here, and like I do with most of my media teams when they do a campaign similar to this, is you need to connect the dots a bit. You know, you have these pieces of evidence that can be used to increase Sean Ryan's believability check for you, but you know, what's the spin? Are you literally going to come out and say, hey, look, we can prove that she hired us to screw over this casino, but then she further screwed us over, and like, you see my point? You got to kind of figure out, are you incriminating yourselves in a different way to cover up the original incrimination? Or are you putting a spin on
Yeah.
it? Are you making it look like you already kind of faked that email like she was going to set up Rush or whatever? So just kind of think about all this for a moment. I don't want to meta too much for you, but you got to think, you know, what's the story you're telling here with all this evidence, and what else
Yeah.
do you need to do? But I'll let you have that moment now to kind of role play it out.
So we can link her getting this tech. We're telling the story of her setting this whole thing up and putting it in motion.
Are we gonna
Where-
pretend like she faked evidence of us being there at a convenience? Or are we going with the idea that she tricked us, like the truth, that we thought we were doing a good deed and we weren't?
I mean, I
It's
feel
gonna
like-
be a lot more work on our part to erase all the evidence that we were ever there.
Yeah.
Of course.
feel like
I mean,
no
Allie
matter what,
was
we're
talking to
connected.
Allie. You were talking to Bourbon directly, weren't you not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
here's the thing: you were there as a distraction, and that's all.
We were just distracting Bourbon for whatever she was gonna do.
Exactly. She had her own Netrunner, one that was able to, you know, make it look like you were in the vault. But you weren't in the vault, were you?
Are you spinning it for me? What do I? Is that rhetoric or?
Well, I'm throwing it out there, seeing if it sticks. Right?
She tricked you,
tell me if there's
tricked
anything
you into
wrong.
being there with your crew, while she did the actual crime with her Netrunner.
Yeah.
I may just
We
be
could spin
spitballing
that.
here. I may be spitballing here based on, I don't know, things that I might see in certain places. What if we sold it as if helping to set up a gig and run security, and then that's when we were framed for the theft? Thank you, Rod Smash.
I mean, I talked to Bobby about potentially doing a gig. Maybe that's the spin. We thought we were going there to do a
To set up a
gig.
gig.
We have a character witness saying that she's been undermining other performers, maybe messing about with their schedules.
It's
Yeah.
jealousy. It's jealousy. She heard you were in town, and she thought that you were gonna bite on her,
Yeah,
and so she
I
set you
could
up.
have. Bobby was interested. Not to mention, she knew that we would be distraction enough to
Well,
throw
and-
shade off whatever she was doing.
Margaret Snatcher would definitely speak to the character background for that.
I guess my only problem with this story is it doesn't explain why we were in the vault itself. You know what I mean?
Are they showing
Wrong turn
evidence
for
of
the
us?
bathroom?
Are they showing evidence of us like being in the vault, like the surveillance photos on the screen?
No,
sheets?
if you
Are
remember,
they-
Cypress was able to kind of get rid of that.
Wiped that.
What the evidence
Yeah.
is that Allie was specifically there at the time of things happening, and
Right.
they appeared as a distraction for what now they're thinking is her team robbing the place, because they were the only ones Edgerunners that were there at the time. And I
Yeah.
think because of the security being killed or something, I think he saw her running out, if I'm remembering right. But there shouldn't be footage. I think you can spin it. You know, they want to bring you all in for questioning, so you know, it's however you want to spin it. Yeah. But it does make
So I
sense
think
what you're
that's
saying,
it.
yeah.
We're there as your crew. You went
Yeah.
there to set up a gig.
Yes.
As she said, she could hook you up while you were in town, one performer to another. But actually, she threw you under the bus so she could both undermine you and rob Bobby Bourbon, because she's a vindictive bitch.
I mean, I think it stands. The only extra thing we might have to do is discredit Bobby, because, you know, I mean, I did say I was there at the behest of Mercury, but that I didn't know why. So maybe we can always spin that chat as, you know, miscommunications. But
Right.
I don't think he's
And
that reliable a guy anyway.
if there were any witnesses that saw any of us stuck in the vault, and they ask us about that, we could say, why would we be stuck locked in a vault that has already been robbed?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
How could we
And
have pulled
before
it
we
off?
got the chance to explain, they began shooting at us. So we just got the hell out of Dodge. I mean, I buy it.
I think it works.
I think it, yeah, and as a GM, I think it kind of works connecting those dots with the
Just all
evidence that,
shrugging at each other.
well, and with the evidence that you've gathered. I think, you know, with that email you sent incriminating her, trying to set you up in some way, and then the fact that you were able to connect and convince Margaret Snatcher to be a character witness and kind of talk against what she typically does. I think all that kind of aligns with what you're trying to say she did to you, you know? It makes sense. But right as you're all kind of discussing that and figuring that out, Bud, still playing off your general perception, you clearly hear at the door of the suite someone punching in a key code. Boop, 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 boop. It's about to open.
Delta, split. Hi.
Wait, who's that?
I'm gonna go in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hades will follow.
We'll both get in the shower cubicle.
I'm gonna put myself like, if the door opens like this way, I'm gonna put myself like behind where it opens, right? So you can't see me.
Honestly,
And Rush?
someone should just get naked, because
Oh, I throw like a lampshade over my head or something.
It just stands real still.
Dive under the bed covers.
Gosh, no!
Yeah, just you know, within the second it takes. What are you gonna do, Rush?
Yeah, I'd probably end up rushing over to the bathroom with.
Ew.
3 of you.
We're all in the
What?
shower.
There's
So
too many.
this is 3 of us hiding in this powder room.
We're all
Yeah.
all in the shower.
Jam in there.
cubicle
Just
together.
as you're getting in there, you hear the door open. As Bud, you dip behind it, and you clearly see 2 of the janitorial staff come in. A young male, a young female. They both come in. They're just kind of talking to each other. They have like a cart that's kind of like hovering, almost drone-like, coming behind them. They're just kind of pulling it and talking to each other. And yeah, let's get to these suites and get some lunch. Just running late. They're like talking about getting lunch. They kind of step into the room with the drone cart and close the door behind them. Just as they close the door, they see you standing behind them. Like, whoa, wait, what is this? No one's supposed to be in here. What's going on here? And they both kind of start taking a step back and looking at each other.
Whoa. We aren't here. I'm not here. I've got cash on me. I'm going straight for bribe. I'm going straight for a bribe.
Yeah,
Well,
give me
not-
persuasion.
Love it.
Bud.
We try and be too smart too often, and I just think.
This is not the person you're seeing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
money's
just think
hard.
if I lived in Night City, I would try not to put my nose.
Nice.
into
Yeah, you
20.
say. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you say that, Bud, as they instantly kind of look at each other, confused and react like, no, wait, nobody's supposed to be in here. Call security. Wait.
Nobody
How-
is here.
how
Nobody
much?
Nobody is here.
How much money are we talking?
Like a couple hundred eddies
You
each.
see the female kind of like looking at him. Really? And then wait, hold on, couple hundred. Okay, a couple hundred. And then she looks at him. Okay.
We'll clean the bathroom. I don't say that.
We'll,
I think
we'll come back. And he
from
looks
out of
at
the-
you, Bud, and just says, "Yeah, we'll come back and clean in about 30 minutes. We have other suites to take care of. A couple hundred
That's
works for
right.
me."
That's
From
right.
out of the bathroom, you hear,
And a free meal at Donna's Cafe if you're ever in Night City.
Whatever you're doing in here, please don't leave too much of a mess for us. They reach out their hands for the money.
We gotta stop leaving coupons everywhere.
Yeah.
Takes the money.
We need cards made up. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay them off. That cost me like 600 eddies or something.
Worth it. Worth every penny.
No, they definitely, their eyes light up. They're counting the eddies. You just walk out. You even see them like turn off the drone. It goes down like it was early lunch. And they go walking off.
All right, you can come out now.
Can there be a roll to see if someone accidentally turns on the faucet? Please.
Okay,
Yeah, go for it.
I will roll to accidentally on purpose turn it on.
Yeah, we need an athletics. Or an evasion.
It's a giant, sweet, tiny bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the shower is like a foot by foot.
There's 3 people in this shower and we're trying to get out at the same time. What are you
14.
rolling? Athletics.
I rolled to accidentally turn it on.
Amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you make it out. You're
Come
okay.
out
No one.
slightly
No.
wet.
Yeah, maybe slightly wet, but nobody's soaked.
Aw.
But yeah, you make your way out. You see Bud standing there. You heard it go down, but he handled it. Yeah.
Nice
housekeeping.
job.
Yeah. God, why don't we
thanks.
just bribe people more often?
Well, that's like
That would cost
like
money.
it's like next 3 years of Elfline subscription down the drain.
Oh, it'll be fine.
It's holiday money. It's fine. Come on.
I mean, how many more Hawaiian shirts do you really need?
Well, I was gonna hit the gift shop on the way. No. Anyway.
You've gotten something for Donna, haven't you?
Yes.
But-
Another Hawaiian
Okay.
shirt.
Matching!
A second Hawaiian shirt.
Hey!
Got
Okay.
a really tacky key ring of like an MGM grand.
But no, but.
To be fair, what else could you get in Vegas that isn't a
just-
bit tacky?
It's all tat. It's all tat. Do we have everything we need from in here?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
So.
Oh wait, can we grab? It's still on her tab, right? Let's grab some stuff from the minibar.
Chips and dip. Chips and dips.
dip. Yay.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys can.
guys, look what
you
else
guys
I
can
found.
grab some snacks. You can clear out the minibar easily. You've got some
Bitch, I'm
snacks.
a cat
And in
in
this
the
suite,
room.
there's actual real snacks and foods. Like this isn't a pre-packed vending machine or kibble. Actually, nice food. Yeah, and you clear it out.
Ooh, a real
Nice.
apple.
What? Great. So, where's next port of call? I feel like we should try and find this tech.
Agreed.
We have like the address.
It said who the tech was on there, did it not?
Yeah, there's a work order there. It explains, hired this tech to create this thing.
Probably wouldn't
Look them up on the
be too
local
hard to
net.
do a search.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
library
I'll-
search.
I'll send the updated information over to Sean too,
Cool.
along with our story.
Oh, someone else should do that instead of me.
Library, and then
Yeah.
+2 with the agent.
Yeah, exactly.
Hades is
Plus
over here.
3 agent.
Stop playing with the cat. Oh yeah, I won't even.
But
bother.
Allie,
You're
look!
good.
Look at his arm!
Yeah, you're able to find the work
Cute.
board that this tech was hired from. And it's just like Night City. There's merc boards, there's tech boards, all kinds of stuff. And yeah, you find this guy. He's just a work for hire. Seems like an independent tech. Talks, on his work page, it talks about we'll do anonymous work and all sorts of stuff like that. He's definitely someone that's hired for independent odd end jobs, and he's known for being anonymous. So he's probably hired for sneaky things.
But are
Sneaky
you
text.
gonna be able to bribe this one too?
It's out of my daily budget.
Well, this person is clearly dealing in more shady behavior. So we could
I don't
either
know if
threaten them or just,
That's true.
these people, they live on the edge like us, so their reputation is pretty important. Also, their ability to keep breathing.
Yeah, they do tend to like that.
Yeah. Plus,
Let's
who
go
knows?
find
Mercury's willing to sell anyone else out that's not her, so maybe they want to get in on the same deal before crap comes their way.
Well, we could probably convince them Mercury's going down regardless. They can either choose to go down with or to help bring down.
Beautiful. All right, let's boogie woogie woogie, as they say.
And
in
you can
Vegas.
easily do that. You make your way, outside of the main strip, obviously away from this block, and into like the Vegas combat zone again, off strip spots. And there's a whole sort of warehouse district where on the edge there's all these sort of makeshift units that different techs, med techs, and workers and stuff use to kind of independently hire their services. This guy's working out of one of these units, and you find it. You're able to get there. It's still kind of afternoon time, maybe late afternoon by now, but you make your way over there. You clearly see his unit. You can see right in through the front door a small workshop, maybe the size of a shipping container. You can see a bunch of wares and things aligning the walls and such. You can see a person in the back working.
Before we actually head in, I think would have the conversation.
So, what's gonna be, the temperature when we go in? Are we gonna go in hot? Are we gonna go in and try and make a deal? Are we gonna try and intimidate him right off the bat?
I mean, I don't know, Rush, you're the people person.
Yeah, does it seem like a weenie? What are we working with?
Yeah, is this guy a weenie?
I don't know him personally.
Well, look at him! Look through the door!
Human perception to see if he's a weenie. No, I don't know.
Yeah!
Let's do a weenie check.
I'm rolling a weenie check. That's a 13.
Yeah, you can't really get a good read on this guy. Looks like a tech, average size male. Yeah, can't get a good read on him from out here.
Okay, let's just remember, this is his house, okay? He could have all kinds of wild, crazy stuff going on. So let's just be a little wise as we go in there to start. Intimidate only if we have to, because we're probably going to be running into extra trouble if we intimidate.
I mean, the angle is that we're doing this guy a favor, right? Before
It comes down on him, yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a chance to get on the right side of it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
All right.
Let's roll.
All right.
Bang, bang, bang.
You do that.
We're starting off nice,
and,
bud. Not
you
nicer.
see the shadow kind of like look up, hit something on the desk. Automatic doors open. You're in this guy's workshop. All these machinery lined up. You can see like along the side too, where you saw these things hanging. Some actually like automated drone arms and tools like working on items and stuff. Like this guy is obviously he's a high level tech. He's obviously rigged up this whole place to be working and stuff. But once you enter and he opens that and you kind of get a gist of the area, he looks up and need business. You find me on the board. You Paul? Who are you? Who is this?
No, I'm not Paul. Not Paul, but I know somebody named Mercury Rising.
Okay.
And she happens to talk about how good your work is. In fact, able to potentially pull off a heist of a casino. Ring any bells?
She talked way too much about how good your work is, unfortunately.
And she's
Yeah,
talking to
everybody
too
knows.
many people. That's the
Left
problem.
your calling card everywhere as well.
That is ringing a bell.
Now,
He hits something on his desk, and instantly you're, and all this like gas pours out into the unit. Resist torture and drugs unless you have, nasal filters or gas mask access.
all right, I guess I'm going down again.
Man.
I have toxic.
Rush collapses to the ground.
Oh, well, I rolled as high as I can roll.
Dang. going.
It's like I've been here before.
I hold my breath.
Does anyone mind if I use a +2?
No, go for it.
I'm gonna do that plus my luck. Because I don't want to do this again. Oh,
Yo!
oh
Not their most amazing crit, but pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, all of you are fine. You know, the gas pumps out.
Just that.
Yeah,
we're just like standing
instantly
there
dissipates,
amongst the mist.
and the tech is like standing there. It kind of like fades down. You see Rush collapse to the ground. The tech kind of like looks around. He's like, whoa, and he like backs up, and you see him kind of like reaching down behind the desk, like messing with other controls or something.
Hey.
But everyone, give me initiative.
Didn't Rush roll a 22?
Yeah.
No, didn't he?
He's fine.
Oh yeah, Rush is
I
fine.
rolled.
Yeah.
What
We're
did
all
I see?
fine.
Oh,
like
okay.
the
What did I
gas is
see?
coming
Hold on.
down, and we're just like.
Human perception 13. I got a 21.
Oh.
Rush got a 22.
For some reason, I was looking
Ali
at
got a
that
25.
human perception.
I don't see. The only one I don't see is Hades. Resistance.
Yeah, Hades, give me yours. Maybe I was looking at that 13 and thought that was Rush's resist when it first
The
went.
human perception, yeah.
For some reason, I thought Hades was 20.
Oh, you have the binders. You have binders.
Oh,
Fantastic
then
fighters.
Hades doesn't have to roll, yeah.
So we all just stand there like.
Yeah, you're standing there. He goes into a
Man.
panic, like I described, same thing, like messing with other
me.
controls, but everybody hit initiative?
Wow.
That was rude. We're here
Very
to offer
rude.
you some help.
Hades
Could you
initiative.
just calm down a little bit? We're not here to confront you in some negative way. We're not trying to intimidate and scare you. We're here to help you. Look, we're trying to get rid of Mercury
I mean,
Rising.
I'm a bit intimidating, but I just can't help it.
For some reason, it's
And
not.
we need.
It's not updating in the sheet for Hades for some reason. But that's fine. You got
Well,
7
like,
your last anyways.
Fake the fumes.
Yeah,
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, it was you.
Finn.
I got the 7.
Oh, you got the 7. Okay.
Yeah, that was me.
What did
I suck.
what
For
did Hades
initiative.
get? Hades.
Oh, for initiative. Sorry, I got,
That's
I
why
got
it didn't show up.
distracted by
Because you never rolled it.
Trooper rating. Hello, Trooper and ratings.
Hey, thanks for rating.
Hey.
The team is trying to not be put unconscious by sleep gas right now.
Hey, we remain.
Or I guess you're okay. This
unconscious.
is now we're getting
We're just trying to find out
initiative.
if we can punch this fine individual in the face.
We're basically initiative to who gets to be quippy first.
Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
the gas hits, it kind of
with
fills up
two
the
crit
entire
fails.
cargo
Two crit
unit with all the
fails.
tools and his whole shop. All of you stand there as it kind of dissipates as he goes into that panic, realizing that it hasn't affected you as he backs up. Whoa! And he starts like going to mess with other controls. But Allie, you're first up.
I mean, we don't want to kill this guy, right?
If you could stop him, like setting off more countermeasures, that would be great, though.
Yeah. I mean, am I able to like, kind of like, I'm imagining like my cyber snake, like, what I want is for it to essentially wrap around his legs so he goes. But
No.
Are you gonna knock him out?
That's not what cyber snakes do.
No. I'm guessing just maybe like
They
a
rip and
brawl
tear.
to stop him going anywhere.
Yeah, you can do a brawling. You can
would
try to
that work?
grapple.
Yeah.
Brawling.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a brawling. Like, I imagine if he's going behind the desk, I'll literally just like try and slide over and tackle him to the floor.
Okay.
Sorry, it's been a hot minute. Oh, there's brawling. There we go. Yeah, cool. 18.
Nice, yeah, just enough. You slide down, tackling him as he's kind of trying to make use of these controls, which you see different controls behind the desk. You're able to kind of slide past the desk or under it, kind of grappling his legs, kind of grappling him up as he collapses down to one knee, and you pretty much have him grappled up at this moment. Rush, see that go down.
Get him!
Hey man, what's the rush? Okay, sorry, Rush, not you. We're trying to help you out, guy. You're being very ungrateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't engage in persuasion or conversation since you grappled him up, kind of dove in. Maybe say a couple words while diving and grappling, but
I'm just being quippy.
okay. Yeah, and over to Rush.
I'm just quipping as a free action.
Roll on insult, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a resist insult and no.
Yeah.
Feelings.
Hurt your feelings.
Rush, what are you doing? You
Oh,
see
so
Allie
you
kind of
resist
slide
here.
over and tackle this guy. What are you doing?
Excuse me, my chumbata, my friend. We are here to help you. Okay? You obviously know who Mercury Rising is, and very soon all the news outlets are going to know who she is, too. The question is, what side of the story do you want to be on?
You see his eyes kind of open wide, like he gets the gist of what you're saying. But let's get that persuasion to see which side of this story he's going to lean towards, how he's going to handle it.
Okay, I'm going to drop all my luck into this, because I feel like this
We've
is
also got
important.
4 + 2.
All like 30 luck you have.
Yeah.
all 30 of my luck.
Yeah, luck banks up, right? Luck improves.
Yeah, if I don't use it for a
It's like
couple
in real
sessions.
life.
God, I'm gonna be so
Yeah.
lucky one day
I
then.
was just gonna say, I've got a lot coming to me then.
Okay, 25 in the persuasion, when
Nice.
including all the luck.
Yeah, you
This guy.
you look him down, and you mention, you see his eyes go big, like he absolutely knows what you're talking about. I mean, you already know he's connecting the dots. I mean, he hit the gas when you mentioned the gig, right? Whether he saw the press going on about you or what, you basically kind of insinuate like which side of that story do you want to be on, and like Mercury's going to go down for it, that sort of thing. And he backs up, he kind of like starts leaning back and struggling with you, Allie, but his hands off the controls, and he's like, okay, hold on, let's just talk about this. Fine, okay, what side of story? Look, I obviously recognize you. I recognize all of you. And he looks at you, Al, and he's like, you got a lot of heat on you right now. So what's going on here? What are we doing? He's looking at you, Rush.
You're about to have a lot of heat on you.
But he says that as a response, and still kind of in the same handful of seconds that all of this is happening. What's Bud do?
Somnolex? I mean, is this amateur hour? What the hell is this? I'll just walk over and like turn off whatever thing he's activated under his desk.
Nice. Yeah, you see controls. You can see the one lit up for sleep gas. It's on some type of interval, but you easily click it off. Not even affecting you all anyways. But Hades, what do? You see Bud go and turn that off. Allie grappling up the guy kind of backing off now finally based on Rush kind of threatening a little and explaining things. But what does Hades do?
Hades will... There's one or two things I want to do. I think the first thing, Hades is going to try and assist Rush in this persuasive maneuver, even though he clearly does not need it. So maybe she'll make it worse. We'll find out.
Yay.
What is she gonna say?
Listen, she comes right up to him. She is right in his face.
Listen, you. We have a lot of evidence that's going straight to the top. Straight to the top. And you're gonna end up in prison for the rest of your life. They're gonna put you in the shackle thing. What, Allie? What are those things? The thing where you put the head and the hands in there. What are those?
Stop.
They're gonna put you in the stocks, buddy.
Yeah, give me a persuasion.
I guess our morning crosswords are paying off.
Also, those old-timey comics you have me read.
God, sometimes I forget Hades and Allie are such freaking nerds. We're all pretty. Rush
is
is like
gonna
the
go
only
well.
not nerd.
And I'm gonna add a +2 to it since we just got a few. Thank you so much.
Do it.
Again, I'm adding it just
Love you, chat.
after the fact.
Mm.
You're all the best. So that's a 19.
Nice. Yeah, it's funny.
He hates the
You had to
stocks.
beat a 17 contested here, and then you had the +2s. I don't know, but the chat saved you. But yeah, you get in his face. You say that as he just like looks at you. You can like see for a split second him contemplating some things. He's like, oh, okay, look, I don't need any more problems. What are we doing here? What's going on? He looks down at you again, Allie. He's like, I don't need any more problems. You want to let me go?
That depends. Are you gonna be stupid? Shut up, Bowser. Sorry. Are you gonna be stupid? You gonna be stupid about it?
It was like me.
Yes, speak like a real person, guy.
You know, and he
I'm
looks,
stupid.
and then he looks down. You know, he looks back at you, Al, and he's like, "Look, I don't want any more problems. What are we doing here? What's going on? Obviously, you've got some heat on you. What's going on?"
Yeah. Whatever leads Mercury Rising to you, whatever connection you have with her, whatever she made you make, you need to spill now before she tries to get the heat onto you.
Well, as far as I can see, the heat's on you, young lady. It seems like you and your team are linked up to that heist or whatever went down.
We got receipts that link your tech that busted open Bobby Bourbon's vault all the way back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you
The
think that
lovely
tech's
little
not
daisy.
traceable,
Maybe I made a little tech work that helped the situation.
we know you did.
Okay,
We have
so
evidence that you did. So
Yeah.
you're
She's
a
been
compliment.
dropping your name all over, buddy.
and we have hard evidence. Why else would we be here?
okay. Look, I don't want to be tied up in this. Obviously, you're trying to clear your name or something here. Whatever evidence you have, I had no idea it was going to be used for whatever she had planned, whatever you got involved with. Okay, so yeah, I made her something, a tool.
A Trojan, a cracker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was specifically.
Well, you're gonna get a
target-
call. You're gonna get a call from a media, and you're gonna tell him exactly what you made for her. And he's gonna make,
Everything.
and he's gonna make sure that your name doesn't land in it. But you're gonna finish the gap in the story that she planned this whole thing. It had nothing to do with us. Allie's just here from Night City, and it was just a convenient scapegoat. But you made that cracker for her weeks ago, so it can't have anything to do with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just keep me out of it. Obviously, you found me. You wouldn't be here if you didn't get that info.
Wasn't that hard either, dude.
Yeah. Well, whatever she did, obviously she didn't cover tracks well. Fine. Whatever you got, fine. Yeah, I made that for her. I had no idea what it was used for. Made it for Mercury. It's her plan, her thing.
It worked though, so good on you there. Good job.
Well, all my tech works actually. I've been studying tech work
Except
for
for
more
the
than a
gas.
decade, and started out. And he starts going on like.
Okay, once you made the
Hey, hey.
sale, buddy, stop selling.
Okay, yeah.
Look. Point is, I have your number, and you know who I am. And if we need a tech, obviously we're going to you. So let's keep that in mind for the future too.
Yeah,
Maybe
honestly, when I saw this break and saw what was going on, Rush wouldn't mind working for you one day. He hands you his card. Like now you see, like he knows your name and stuff. Like probably knows of Rush the Fixer. But yeah, that's fine. Would love to work for you. Whatever you've got, you got a media calling. Fine. I made the cracker for her. It was just over a week ago, about a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And just in case you're thinking of ignoring that phone call from the media when he does call in, keep in mind that Ali BD records pretty much everything, including this entire conversation that's happened right here of you incriminating yourself. So, if you don't want that to get out, make sure you pick up the phone, all right? The media will protect its sources, but you gotta be honest and be upfront and tell the whole story.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have a problem with me.
Good.
And get a
I
better
look forward to
defense
working
system.
with
This
you.
gas is a joke.
Well, actually, that was just the first part. I've actually installed these melee blades that cut down through here in this mono wire.
Hades just turns around and starts
You remember
to
that
leave.
movie from the '90s, Ghost Ship? I set up this mono wire. that was
Turns
just gonna
back
cut through-
around,
oh,
comes
okay.
back.
Ghost.
I do remember that.
Yeah, he goes on to explain how he had this
You
mono
really thought
wire that
no
was going to
one
whip
else
through and
Just
decapitate
slap
all of
the
you.
room.
Yeah, no, he starts explaining all these things that he has, and gas was the first step, but
Wow. I thought forgot no one else
monowire
had
thing
seen
is
Ghost
pretty
Ship.
cool.
Okay.
I was really looking forward to trying it out, but I mean, well, I guess it's a good
I know
idea,
exactly what he means.
That theme is
Well,
pretty
maybe
cool.
next time.
Everyone in chat's going off about Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship rocks.
Cult
I love how
classic.
every single person is like, "Oh, anybody else saw that? Oh my
What's funny
god!"
too is
Oh my
like
God,
I was trying to think of real quick environmental defenses and be creative with it, and that's what popped in my head was a mono wire cutting through like that scene. I was like, that
Yeah,
works.
pretty rad.
It's a very cool scene.
Katie's making a note to self about her own defense system.
But yeah, he goes on to
Mono
agree.
wire.
You can tell he's intimidated. You busted him. He knows you have evidence incriminating him, and he'd rather not. So like he's trying to take the winning side. He agrees. You know, media calls. He'll admit he made that for Mercury Rising to do specifically that. And he's looking forward to working with you in the future. So there's that too.
I mean,
I think that's it, right? We can tell a tale of jealousy and greed.
That's
Yeah.
everybody's favorite kind of tale to look at.
Yeah. Mercury Rising, robbed Bobby Bourbon, framed Alley Cats as a convenient patsy from out of town, and then skipped off with Bobby Bourbon's money to God knows where.
yeah.
Mercury
Dude,
Rising is going to
France.
turn into Mercury Falling.
Well,
working
I
on
mean, if she, I mean, it's unlikely
that'll
that
be the
she'll ever
headline.
come back here, but
Yeah, Rush, pass
Maybe.
that along. Pass it along. It's gold.
Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah.
and whatever
keep
story
working on
I'll get my fans to jump on it and drum that up. But I think we've got all the pieces here.
Yeah, you can head out. You at least have this other piece of evidence from this tech, so you can head out if that's where you're wrapping the evidence, which it seems like you have more than 4 pieces, which was kind of the max you were looking for to get that other 2 points added to the believability check. And say you get out, Rush is able to contact Sean Ryan back about trying to put together the press release saying you have the evidence. He has you, hey, meet me on the corner of 9th and Figueroa. I'm going to be out there in the combat zone. And as you know, it just kind of sparks a memory. Anytime you dealt with Sean, like, yeah, he never would meet in the same place twice. Like, he's definitely pretty smart when it comes to the way he runs his business and his obvious media syndicate. But you can meet up with him. You meet up with him on the corner of 9th and Figueroa. In the heart of Vegas's combat zone, people coming and going, but not a lot of people taking notice to you all. Luckily, you're all kind of rocking opposite looks than your typical look that's out there, since there are some bounties on your heads. But you make your way there. You see Sean standing there. You see a couple sort of Edgerunners by him. Bud, very not even going to make you do a perception check to lean into your solo skills to also see that it looks like there's a couple other Edgerunners in a cafe across the street watching, and one up in a window. Kind of confirming, like, Sean definitely has an entourage about him, you know? But you get there, you're on the street, Sean's there, he gestures for you to kind of come over after you park.
Sean, we've got all the evidence. There's all the stuff I sent you before, but now we have the tech that engineered the actual device. So that was used in the casino vault. So here's his information. He's expecting your call. We also have BD footage of his full confession, if needed, if he doesn't pick up the phone.
Here's the chip. There you go.
Oh, okay.
He does expect to be protected as a source,
of course.
if that's something that you can suggest.
I can guarantee that, yeah.
But if he doesn't pick up the phone, he knows to expect that BD is going live.
Okay, well, what other evidence do you have? What's the story I'm spinning here? What have you lined up for me?
Well, here's some more chips. He's turned over the chips from the room.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Are these, have you checked the serial? Are these part of the stolen ones?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, where
And
did you
here's
get
the
these?
Picture of them. Here's the picture of them in situ at Mercury's suite, where she was gonna
Nice.
leave them for housekeeping to
Yeah.
get
Oh,
rid
perfect. Okay. All right, what
Here
else
are
you
the
got?
literal receipts.
of them. Well,
Literal
Yeah.
receipts here
yeah.
for the work from the tech some other paperwork.
Which was
involving
commissioned like,
Mercury Rising.
what, months ago? Well before we had any plans to start moving into Las Vegas.
Nice.
And
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
You got that email. We got a whole list of emails. And there is Mercury bragging about how she's going to pin the whole gig on her friend from out of town.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, and we have a character witness as well. Brush,
Oh,
give him the number.
look, couple
Margaret
witnesses. This is
Snatcher.
great. Margaret Snatcher, okay. What's this about?
It's a stage name.
Well, she
We
can
don't
speak to
know that.
years.
we don't know that.
Years of public abuse from Mercury Rising specifically. Margaret Snatcher can go into detail and the character of Mercury Rising in a manner that other people would not even understand.
Perfect.
As another
Well-
performer.
Thing is screwing over other performers if she's jealous or she thinks they're gonna steal her limelight. Enter a new rocker in the scene of quite notable presence, and no wonder that she tried to pin this whole thing on us.
Perfect. No, this is great. You've got the stolen chips and location. You've got, the tech receipt pinning it on Mercury Rising, getting the tech that was set to rob the place or erase the info. You've got the actual email talking about incriminating you or setting you up, as well as that video you gave me from your wife, kind of confirming that same thing. You've also got a character witness. I can get the tech to verify the receipt and that info, as well as this Margaret Snatcher character as character witness to doing things like this to incriminate people. This is great. This is, I've got 5 pieces here. This is good. I think let me spin this story together, put it out, and from a GM point of view, we got to do a believability check. So in the meantime, you see him construct the story. He puts it out as you have basically organized it, incriminating Mercury Rising for trying to incriminate Rush, a past friend, and his current team to robbing this casino while herself actually robbing the casino. The evidence
And then skip town.
and then skipping town also. You can also show that right after left for France, just kind of also reinforcing the pieces of evidence that you have. It's like you have the pieces of evidence and you have evidence that backs up that evidence, which is great. Undeniable pieces of evidence. This is exactly what you needed. And then aside from that, you also see a witness report coming out, syncing from the tech with actual reports and little audio clip and video of having a conversation with Sean Ryan, admitting to making that tech, not knowing what it was going to use for. Completely makes him look innocent, a third party just being used to make this tech. And then aside from that, there's also another video clip that comes out with Margaret Snatcher talking about, this is exactly what Mercury Rising does. Completely incriminates people and throws them under the bus and does the shady shit himself. Does it herself and then tries to blame other people around her. I'm telling you, this is exactly what Mercury Rising does. And that clip comes out as a character witness, completely throwing shade and throwing her under the bus. All of that comes out with the story. Now we've got to do the believability check. Now with Sean Ryan, he basically has rank 8. So he has a 5 out of 10 chance, a 50% chance for this to work. But you've gathered enough evidence to increase that by 2 points. So you have your one piece of evidence getting 1 higher, and then if it contains more than 4 distinct verifiable pieces of hard evidence, the chance your audience will believe it is 2 higher. This 2 bonuses stack with each other. So now you have 3. Luckily, you've got the extra.
Cool.
So now instead of 5, you have 8 out of 10 chance. How I would love to do this is have all 4 of you roll the 1d10 and let's take the average. Let's add it up, divide it by 4, and get the average. That way it's a collective effort, unless you want to assign just one of you to do it. I kind of like the collective idea personally.
Is it just one d10? No.
Right, just 1d10.
Okay. Should we all do that, group? We're in it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah!
Holy shit!
I rolled the 1 for us. No. Oh no.
So what do we have here?
It's so bad.
It's horrible. Is he
One,
rolling
1, 2,
2?
and 4.
Are we?
That's a
We were
2.
trying to roll under
It's
our luck,
his
right?
roll.
Yeah,
Like,
sorry, we were
included in
trying to. Yeah, we were doing a luck roll.
It's so bad.
No. It's definitely not a luck check.
Oh wow.
So yeah, if we take that and we add it up, what do we have? We have 8, right? And then divided by 4, we have 2. So I'm seeing a check of 2.
Could not have gone worse.
4, 2,
Wow.
1, and 1. Just
I mean, that's
excellent.
not that's not true.
Just
We could have
excellent.
all rolled ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Would have. Almost
Here's
did.
the thing. Here's
we
the thing.
almost did.
Yeah. Here's the thing. No, we're using Fantasy Grounds, Trooper. We're sponsored by Fantasy Grounds for the Syrinscape streams, as well as Cybernation Uncensored. However, let me double check this because of the fact that I believe your believability check wants to come under that ratio because you want 1 through 8, right? Not 9 and 10.
Oh, we are meant to become under.
I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
No.
We're the best!
We're the
We
best.
were rolling high.
So
Holy
good.
crap.
Yeah, I think that. Give me one check.
On purpose.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. Your believability check,
I
you know,
feel
if you
like
have
it's like-
5 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, you would want to hit one of those 8, which you have done. So basically,
I
that
feel
story
like-
was that.
Yo!
Guys, when we believe, like, if we don't know the roll and we
Just
like when we don't
really-
know the roll, we seem to roll it, but we think it's the opposite.
Yeah, that was good.
It's just what we need to do every
It's
time.
true. Like Night
People in
Night City.
Vegas love a good scandal.
Oh, absolutely. Like Night City Nasty said there in chat, talk about a roller coaster. I feel like the past just 2 minutes was a roller coaster. Crazy. But, okay, so the press release
We're
comes
gonna
out.
die. We did
Sean
it.
Ryan puts out this press release with all the evidence, all the clips, everything that we as described. And it goes out to his media syndicate, which basically goes out to more than a dozen outlets all over the country, even a couple worldwide. It comes out and people believe it. It paints a picture of Mercury Rising basically setting up Rush and his current team. It talks about the past, talks about the current, the future. And then it even paints a picture of her running off to France to do a gig. It even puts a good light on Margaret Snatcher, saying not just a character witness against it, but she has the new residency in what was Mercury Rising's residency, and everyone should support her. What a better character and person than Mercury Rising turned out to be. So it even paints a bad picture on Mercury Rising, not just for the crime, but character-wise for what she's done to Rush, what Margaret Snatcher has painted a picture of and such. But no, you guys killed it. The believability check worked out. Sean Ryan is very happy. Parts ways and tells you, Rush, look, you need any help ever again on things like this, you have a media in my syndicate, and you know we're good for it. Aside from that, you also get hit up by the tech saying, don't forget about me if you need any tech work or you come through Vegas, as well as Margaret Snatcher hits all of you up to say, oh my God, I saw the press come out and this is so great, and she's so excited for Mercury Rising to be thrown under the bus like that and exposed for being the type of person that she is. But you successfully put it out.
Bobby.
You've cleared the name, and press comes out about Allie
Sure,
saying, why would anybody doubt Allie Katz wouldn't do things like this? She's too high caliber of a rocker and an Edgerunner to do shady things like stealing from a casino and stuff like that. So it actually comes out,
Yeah,
and
I'd never
all
do
your
that.
fans are really good with it. You even get hit up by Bobby Bourbon, who ends up apologizing to you. Just saying, like, look, I had no idea. You know, I thought you were wrapped up in this. Obviously, you can understand where I'm coming from. In fact, let's see. Do I have? We gotta hit a little Bobby Bourbon. Do I still have his overlay here?
It was the beard.
Yeah, I don't know if I still
like
have his
glasses?
overlay. I've got one of them. We can at least do a semi Bobby Bourbon. I got some grays since this went down. It aged me. It aged me tremendously. So he got some grays in the beard. But no, he hits you up basically to say he apologizes. He had no idea, and you know, frack that Mercury Rising. He's heard nothing but good things about Alley Cats, and you ever want to come through and perform, you know, his little off strip club is beneath Alley Cats, but you get the point. He
Yeah.
apologizes and takes the bounty off your head, obviously, with the current press. But that's how it goes down. As your name is clear, the team is in the clear, and you're able to either spend another day. The hotel hits you up and comps you another room apologizing for allowing the stream sheet press to hit the lobby even. So, all of Vegas is apologetic, but you guys get the room comped. You're able to maybe spend another night in Vegas and enjoy yourselves. I'd like to hear, what would the team do on their last night in Vegas before heading back to Night City now that you got everything comped and name cleared? How does it go down?
Body?
All you can eat chips and dip buffet.
Yeah,
Buffet.
it's definitely a buffet happening.
Drinks by the pool. What do we reckon?
Yes.
Yeah. Bud spends like an hour at the arcade in there somewhere.
Nice.
Just racking up
Yeah.
tickets.
I think Cypress needs a day at the spa too, so
That's true. Very
Girls'
true.
day!
couples massage.
No one's gonna take
Button
up
Rush can be girls
Crag
too.
Horse by his suggestion in chat with some synth coke and hookers, or
Hey, we're not talking about every day, okay? We're talking about something special.
It would be totally lost on Bud anyway, so...
I think we need, after like this whole trip, I think I need some downers, not uppers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, let's have a chill last night. We got a long
Yeah.
drive tomorrow.
Honestly, I think they just, they hang out as a group. Like, I can see them
Yeah.
all in the arcade, just doing like fun stuff, and then, treating themselves, and then just honestly getting drunk at the pool.
Yeah, and I'll say,
Actually, camera
Bud's
pants
got a
on,
really
they're all sleeping.
colourful Mai Tai, like,
oh yeah, matches his shirt.
stuff coming out of it, like...
Yeah, and I'll say even while you're doing that, you even have different fans come up, get pictures with Allie, even with the team. Like this press came out, and it increased your rep in Vegas for getting framed and getting out of it, being the type of edge runners that can reflip that story and get themselves out of it, and like it's impressive, But yeah, you've had people come up throughout the stay, everything comped, the hotel, everyone's taking care of you. You have the best time. You're able to sleep in the next day, no early checkout, late checkout, whenever you want to. Everyone's taking care of you in Vegas now. But you're able to get out and kind of head back to Night City. You've got a long trip, and during that trip, I think Hades and Allie start planning and talking about, we really want to do a lope in Vegas and kind of make everything official, but then the proverbial ish hit the fan, and you guys ended up having to do Edgerunner stuff, and maybe it's time to plan a wedding. Let's get back to Night City and have a wedding with Hades and Allie, and I think that'll be our next stream. We're off the next week or two. I've got my film I'm diving into. I've got a bunch of film work to do, not just for this, but another pre-production, and just so much film work going on for me the next couple weeks. But when we do get back after that, we will dive in, and I think we'll rock that one shot and do a Hades and Allie wedding. And then after that, we'll do possibly the birth of Rush's son. And then after that, we'll do the grand opening of the 24-hour cafe. And that'll be a cap on this team. And then maybe after that, we'll meet the new characters. All right.
Right.
Thanks so much.
Season 1 again, baby.
Exactly. We'll be circling back around with a new team after that. A great jumping off
God.
point for everybody to join us. So it's
Sorry.
awesome.
I'm just gonna pitch this. What if it's like the same? Like it's the same seasons, but it's a different group of edge runners.
Different team, same exact,
it's just
same
like an
stories.
alternate
I like
universe.
this. That makes things so easy
Don't
for
have
the
a
GM.
cap.
That
Yeah.
makes things so easy
Just
for
do
me.
all the same things
Same
again.
things, yeah. Oh, that'll be so
It's
easy.
like when they rewrote Twilight.
this
but
time
from
we're actually
Edward's
competent.
perspective.
Yeah. All right.
Everything's
All right.
so
All
simple.
jokes aside, thank you so much for playing and putting a cap on Vegas. It was a great session. Thanks everybody for tuning in, chat, being part of the story. Given the +2s, I still have that -2. I think Craghorst gave me. I didn't forget about it. I'm going to use it at one point. But aside from that, thanks. Shout out to our raiders too. Who was it? Let me double check who
Trooper!
raided. Or Trooper, that's
Trooper.
right. Trooper at
SJP.
SJP.
Thanks,
Trooper.
Yeah, thanks Trooper for the raid. And again, shout out to Syrinscape for hosting us and giving us this opportunity every week to have this fun. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and follow to Syrinscape here on Twitch, also on YouTube, and sign up for a free trial to add it to your game as well. All right, everybody, don't forget, we're taking off the next couple weeks, and then we'll be back. I'm sure there'll be other streams going on, but we'll be back after that. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Bye.
I've seen it.